last session, you guys met with Durek, the leader of the society, in the Vandal, a bar lodged on the underside of the I guess on the underside of the 27th floor, but technically the 26th floor of Mega Block 22, on the opposite side of town. There you showed Durek your evidence and explained that you were on a job from Levin, as it appears the society has not been doing their job at keeping some of the more dangerous elements from the night zone from interfering with the business of the well-meaning people that are paying protection money to Durek's own. Durek, thank you for the evidence you provided, pointing that a man that works for him, which he knows, known as Hewitt, had cut a deal with some of the press rec. Hewitt oversees an elevator on floor 25th on Mega Block 15, and as part of his job, he does allow press rec to pass every now and then when they have a job to do that in no way interferes with the people the society offers protection to. But it appears that Hewitt's been cutting corners, taking extra money perhaps to allow press racks on jobs that might more directly conflict with Durek's clients. Durek offered you a deal, perhaps, or perhaps you guys offered your own services to him. If you were to retrieve Hewitt alive and bring him to the Vandal to be interviewed, so to speak, then he would intercede in your behalf with Grandma the Carcass and retrieve Nora's car, which would mean you guys would not be forced to go down to the skin pits and have a chat with Grandma. Agreeing to the deal, you guys made your way back to Lev's, exhausted from that night. There were a few calls, a few secret conversations, some information that was obtained about the other job you were doing for Lev, tracking down the source of these rumors on this, perhaps would-be turf dispute between Lev and his good friend Marino Valenti. And you decided to leave to stock up on some new gear with the credits you've made so far before you go talk to Hewitt. You leave at about a little bit before 2 p.m., at least for this section of the district. You guys do know that Hewitt would be starting at 2 p.m. on his elevator, so you could go directly there, or you could go to do some shopping first, and that around that time as well, Durek was going to pull some of his forces away from this guard post or office or whatever it is that the society has there, leaving Hewitt only with his most loyal and probably accomplices. So we left off, you guys were all piled up into the cucaracha, and you were trying to figure out your first destination. You kind of climb onto the skyway, pulling off from Lev's, from the 28th floor level. The skyway kind of climbs up between the mega blocks, and you can see now this kind of strange smog that kind of piles from the south and slowly rolls past the skyways. The vehicles, high speed moving, and shuttles above kind of following the pattern laid by the skyway as if there was an imaginary road above you. And you're kind of going a little bit slow because you haven't really determined your destination. From here, the skyways are the shortcut to anywhere. So where are you heading to?
Do we want to go shopping first? I know there was some stuff that folks wanted to buy.
I feel like it'd be good to go shopping first.
Plus, also, I can use the casual outfit that I recently just finished.
Oh shit!
Shopping outfit.
Oh damn! Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I gotta check.
I like these reveals that we do now.
Yeah.
It's so much
It's
fun.
hype.
Yay.
That's
I
cool.
originally wanted to have this done by the last session, but yeah, I was able to get it at least for this week. So, yeah.
You're a busy
Yeah.
Imagine this is what she wore when she woke up.
Yeah.
All right, so you are all piled up in a cucaracha. You discuss whether you want to go shopping first. Now, which way are you heading for shopping? Lev mentioned 2 places that he knows of that are associates of him or people he works with. And there's hundreds, thousands of businesses all across the district that can sell what you might need. But these 2 places Lev recommended because he knows the proprietors and they are sort of the off-the-books kind of places. Which you find more and more as you head down into the night zone, but these are above, like in the mid-city, the mid-zone.
I think I wrote it down. Were we supposed to go one of the... Was it like the MB place, I think?
One of them was like
And-
a scrap yard, right?
Yeah.
And
Keever's yard.
Keever's yard, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Keever's
think
Yard and the
Keever's.
Ordnance Hall
Yeah, Ordnance Hall.
were our 2 kind of shops that we could hit up.
Yeah.
I think if we just left Lev's, we see you even made a little van on the map. That's cute.
Yeah, have a little van. You can also see the skyway.
I didn't even notice.
Oh, it's so tiny and cute.
It was next to Lev's, so
Where's-
I couldn't see
Where's the
it.
garbage?
Processing station 6422, you can see it on the right
Okay.
side, on the border with 7.
Yeah, it's there. It's in the garbage. Bye, van.
Aw.
Right, so you guys are walking. It's going to take you about 6.5 hours to get to the ordnance hall.
Well,
I'm
Keever's
fine
Yard
going
is right
wherever.
here. If we want to stop by Keever's and then stop by the Ordnance Hall,
Yeah,
or if we just want to go to the Ordnance Hall and then go hit up Hewitt.
Cricket would probably want to go to the yard based on her experience in them, but you can probably pull her not rubber arm and convince her to avoid it.
I would say,
also for Val, like her shopping list, I think would require going to both of them.
There you go.
right, yeah, so you can go to Keever's first. I would say, Cricket, I'm going to send you a little whisper.
Ooh. This whispers is
Oh,
brought
it's
to you
little
by the
whisper
Ordnance
on
Hall.
your
Here. your
character notes, whispers. There we go. Nora, you get on Skyway. You kind of like just use one of the like ramps that descends and kind of hugs the outside edge of the building, and descend to the 26th level. This is the same level the Verity Clinic is in, and Keever's Yard is actually only like about a 10-minute drive from the clinic itself. This area is extremely familiar to some of you guys who've like frequented this part of town before. You drive past, the Four Arms Embrace. It's like 3 blocks to the left. You go under like this massive bridge of like a foot traffic kind of like underslung type subway that hugs the ceiling of the 27th floor. You crisscross, and then you come to like the north eastern corner of this floor, and this overlooks like the very edge of the city. As you kind of like move through, you can see the security railings, and between like small like there's 26 levels, so it would be dark, somewhat dark here. You're just like a level above what is the night zone, and it's like this permanent dusk. But as you move north, it brightens up. Warm yellowish glow of the Dushka, the Radenovi sun, filtering through, and it's quite nice actually. You can see it kind of goes through the windows of the van. Whoever's on the left side of the van kind of gets this like warm glow of the sun, and you can see small, like just suburbs or like regular sized buildings stretching out into the distance northwards, which is kind of like darker shaded area here north of the mega block. This is the edge of the city, and the buildings eventually kind of thin out until they grow, they disappear into this massive, dusty expanse of reddish gray and reddish yellow grasses, and like empty, sort of like dusty plains that eventually climb to a very thin line of mountains you can see far, far into the distance. And you are like thousands of feet in the air on the 26th level, but like there's a drop, and then you can see these, what seems to be a bit more of a normal city that you would encounter in other planets, slowly growing out. A lot of it being like warehouses and empty spaces, because this is the edge of the city. People that come live here, people usually have to or are trying to get away from the hustle and bustle. But you can see this kind of like movement and still living city under the sun, just on the north side, past this kind of like containment wall that marks the edge of the mega block. And hugging one of these corners, the density of buildings sitting on the mega block itself is also thinner. Behind one of these corners, you see a large scrap metal wall. It takes about, I would say, 4 to 6 city blocks, like an entire little corner. Just kind of like the wall itself is perhaps 30 feet, 25 to 30 feet tall, or just like soldered scrap metal walkways up top. You guys kind of get to it, and you're gonna have to hug the wall for a good like block and a half or 2 blocks just to find an entrance. And there's this like two-pronged, not two-pronged, two pillars, ferrocrete pillars that just reach and just go all the way up, like hundreds of feet up. But about 35, 40 feet up on these pillars, there's soldered and woven together with like wire and like just pieces of metal and stuff, and hanging there what appears to be an assortment of like Christmas lights and paper lanterns, creating this very quirky and interesting archway that then opens up into what you can now see is an enormous expanse of just metallic crap, just like mounds of like robot parts, old rusted shuttle cars. There's like 2 small hover, like there's like a truck and what appears to be like an excavator of sorts on a hover pallet, parked on the side. There's an assortment of small ramshackle buildings, all kind of like precariously topped in front of each other, reinforced with like metal rods that comes to the floor, and this kind of like house of cards that it looks like if you guys touch it with a van, it'll just all collapse. And on this sign between the 2 ferrocrete rods, it just peers up into the sky. It says Keever's Yard, painted in faintly glowing, probably some sort of like radium-based paint. It's kind of like just glowing, just on its own, very faintly, flanked by these hanging paper lanterns and Christmas lights and just like assortment of stuff. A lot as you kind of like pull into the yard of the van. You stop and you don't see anyone at first glance. You're in this dusty, like, as if someone had brought, because the floor of this should be ferrocrete, as if someone had brought dirt from the outside and just laid it out just to create a better traction for the tracked vehicles that are parked there on the side. Dusty, like maybe 80 feet in diameter space, with the ramshackle buildings hugging the north side of the wall. Hugging the wall on the north side from where you guys are. There's some tables. It looks kind of like, you know, those like backyard junkyards that form, like, you know, like in those houses, like in the middle of nowhere, and they just kind of accumulate shit in the back. Like, and you have like washing machines and cars and stuff, just kind of like overgrown, and but among them they have like tables and a grill and stuff like that, like in the middle of a junkyard. It's got that vibe.
Sounds nice.
That's what all junkyards.
Sounds like my parents' house.
Sounds like home. I'm like,
That was out of character. That's not why it's.
That's not why it's home.
yeah.
So there's what? It's Nora's home. The trash.
I'm muted. God damn it, yeah.
Nora comes from the
Saying
trash.
it's Nora's home. She comes from the trash.
But yeah,
she
you
drives
guys
off
have been. You guys drove about only about 20 minutes from Lev's place to get here, as you pull into the Heaver's yard. What you see from your vantage is these buildings, a couple of massive small hills of trash, and scrap, and metal and machines and stuff. And then on the left side, there's a cleared corridor through the junk, and left of that is neat stacks of shuttle cars, mech bodies, crates, washing machines, vending machines, just kind of lined up in these almost like a mini city of stacks of stuff. What are you guys doing?
Cricket's pretty much usually the last person, but she's already getting out of the van as if she has been there before.
Before the van
Star!
just stops, she's rolling out.
She's already, the car hasn't stopped yet. She's a,
Cricket
Oh,
opens
get
the
out
back
of
of
the
the van and stamps up.
Get out of the van, start looking around.
All right. Everyone who wants to can give me a perception check with insight.
Yeah, there's dirt everywhere.
There's
Hey, guys,
actually
look,
dirt
there's
on the
dirt.
ground. Someone it looks like someone brought a couple of truckloads or a few truckloads of dirt and just spread it on the ground on
Right.
this entire area.
Get that authentic junkyard feel.
Yeah,
I
Nora's
love
gonna kind of grimace and step out and try not to kick up too much dirt. She just cleaned the suit.
it. Investigation.
What the fuck?
Perception.
Perception.
My perception.
Perception
checks.
with insight.
Wow. Nora's perception checks are
perception.
nuts.
Loot that body.
Wait, where are we? Okay.
Where are we?
What's with everyone's perception checks today?
I don't know.
It's okay. I'll
That's whoever wants to.
I'm perceiving.
I'm just trying to find my.
All right.
Very consistent.
Yeah, it's
Twos
pretty
and
decent.
fours.
Valestina, Wyatt, and Cricket, you mostly hear the din of the city outside. There's a lot of activity. There's shuttle cars just hovering over the space. There's across the street from the wall of Kiever's yard. There seems to be some sort of a manufacturing station, and you hear hissing and the sound of machinery, kind of something being pressed. A persistent, heavy, deep clanking coming from across the street. The sound of steam and gears and machinery, and people talking, walking down the street, that obscures a lot of the sounds that you could hear here. But you guys do hear a heavy metallic shifting. Nora and Jock, to the north of you guys, and a little bit to the east, you guys hear something large and mechanical moving and stomping through, just like a giant version of Cricket.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nora makes checks to make sure Cricket is still here.
Cricket is standing there, arms to her sides.
Just T-posing. She's actually
Loading.
gone. You guys can't see her
Yeah, I
anymore.
thought she
She's
was
kind
just
of
running
drifted off. Yep.
She's
You ran
merged,
off, Cricket.
She's one amongst the scrap now.
assimilated.
Forever. Rolling it, I guess.
Can I move towards the sound?
All right, you move towards the sound.
got
Nora,
hell.
are you staying by the car?
Yeah, I'm not staying by that car.
I don't want people to think it's your car.
Nothing's
No.
safe here. It's all disgusting.
Yeah, I'll follow. I'm trying not to kick up dirt though, so I'm walking kind of funny.
I'm walking like right behind Nora, but like kind of kicking up dirt.
I will punch you. I will.
Cricket, just roll a d6 for me, just to see which direction you took off in.
Okay.
The other direction.
The other one. Right.
Is Wyatt about to pull some pocket sand on Nora?
4.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
you took off directly in the other direction, like exactly in the other direction from everyone else, or close to it. Cricket, you were like walking around, just kind of like checking to see what was new here, and your eyes immediately get pulled towards this like strange kind of like station that you recognize as a mechacrafting like workshop, but like very complex, but seemingly made out of like scrap, like very much homemade. These like hanging mechanical arms and chains, hooked harnesses are kind of like lined up on almost like what you would use like using a mechanic shop, you know, the 2-pronged elevators to lift up cars on the vehicles. But there's like a variety to them, some like hook ships, and you kind of like just walk out up to it. There's a control panel on it with like controllers for like the mechanical arms, for like to lift stuff. It's a neat little device, and it kind of gets your attention as you turn around after a second. You notice your entire group is just walking north.
Well, she's gonna preoccupy herself with touching it, poking whatever she can to just kind of figure it out. Just touching the buttons.
Give me a mechcraft check with intelligence.
Okay. Her eyes are. If she could see them, her eyes would be big. Mechacraft. Let me see. I just have to check my. I keep forgetting about my my modifiers, I think.
Oh, your advantages.
Yeah. Okay. Mechacraft. 1 sec. And intelligence. This one. Okay.
2. You start kind of pressing it, and after that, you get the hang of how this works. You gather that there is a rail at the top of this station that it like there's kind of like a big engine type thing with 4 hanging like manipulators that are kind of curled in of it, and you gather that this rail actually can move. This kind of like engine can move along the rail, and it actually goes up over the pile of trash, and it can be used to retrieve stuff and bring it here so you can work on it. The others, you move, and as you start to clear this pile of trash, you see a person's head and then the shoulders, and you see there's a person that's kind of like moving through. You see their head bobbing as if they're stomping heavily through between 2 giant piles of scrap, these kind of like short hills of scrap. But they're like about 9 feet in the air. And as you clear a bit more, you now see a bit more a dark, desaturated green work suit, a sort of like socket for a huge mech arm that connects and sits in what is essentially a massive power harness that's just moving through and just kind of grabbing a car and just lift it off the ground and walking across to put it in a pile of similar cars. You see a dark-skinned man wearing this power harness. He has one hand on a controller that is on the chair of this power harness has, and he's using it to control the movement of the legs and apparently the left hand. And his right arm just connects to a socket, and he is missing his right arm. And it connects to a socket that directly controls the right arm of the power harness. And you guys recognize Mr. Norman Keever. 1 sec.
Norman.
The goat.
That'll be my note for the day.
Oh
There he is.
my god.
Oh, I can't see him. Never mind. Oh, is he? I fuck.
Are you putting him into the chat box?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he weird? Oh, he's like
Aw.
extremely normal.
Yay.
Oh, I like him.
It's like, what was Carl Weathers? No.
His name's now Carl.
Looks like Shepherd Book to me.
Carl Keefer.
You see, he's kind of like a bowling head, like a little bit of halo of like a poofy or like just wispy white hair, a thin stash, kind of like goes down almost like to like I don't know what that kind of stash is called, and bushy white eyebrows, contrasted with
Handlebar?
like, almost like a handlebar, but not
That's
quite
a
yet.
handlebar mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bushy white
Looks like
eyebrows,
Elliot. But...
deep set brown eyes and dark skin. He's he's got this like pale green mechanical implements. As he doesn't have noticed you, he kind of moves around, sets down the car and just kind of starts turning around and just moving towards the pile of scrap once more. Grandpa.
Okay.
Do you guys want to get his attention in any way? Are you gonna take the chance that he's distracted to steal shit? What are you doing?
I mean, is there stuff around?
Your Lev is gonna kill you.
I'm not.
There's
I didn't say
piles
I'm
and
doing
piles
anything.
of like just junk, but you could search to see if there's anything of value that you can recognize in the junk.
Yeah, I just want to kind of, investigate around a little bit. I'm not doing anything. I'm just looking.
Give me an investigation check.
Somehow I don't believe you. Not sure
You
why.
don't know what's happening, so keep quiet.
Do I see him looking around?
Give me a perception check.
Why?
Can I sneak while
He's
I'm doing
right
this?
behind me. Oh my
unless
God.
are you trying to be stealthy about it?
I'm trying to be not obvious about it, I guess.
That's
It's fine. I'm not looking.
Nora's not paying attention to you. Give me your investigation check with intelligence, Wyatt.
Too sus looking.
2 out of 4. I don't know how I.
Who's sus acting?
Wyatt, you kind of like turn to the side and you start just kind of like looking through the pile of stuff. Nora and the others are walking ahead of you a little bit. You do see something interesting as you lift like a little bit of a what appears to be like an old like metallic like spaceship toilet seat cover. You see a strange like, how to explain it? Like a disc of sorts. It has a two clasps around the top where you gather like a strap or something would go. It has a power cell receptacle at the bottom and a nozzle of sorts, like an articulated nozzle, like on the top of the back that sits on a swivel, slightly wide. It seems old and it's like bent to shit, but it's the only valuable looking-ish thing that you can find.
Do I know what this thing is?
On a 2, no. It's just you look around and go like, okay, that is the only thing I can see that is on one piece, even though it's kind of like bent real bad.
How big is it?
About as wide as your head,
So
and
it's
like
decently big.
about like 2 inches like in depth, or 3 inches in depth, about as wide as your head.
So it's like a big frisbee.
Yeah, about that. The nozzle on the back sticks out a little bit, like another 2 inches, and it kind of sits there.
Is anybody looking at me?
Give me a sneak check.
This music's too intense.
They're just not good, buddy.
Again, cannot hear music. I don't understand.
You wanna refresh?
Oh no, it's just very quiet.
Hold on. Okay. This isn't to do sleight of hand right now. This is just to move quietly.
I would say if you want to take it as part of this, you could do sleight of hand.
I just want to move quietly right now.
Alright, yeah.
4.
Ooh.
Or does anyone passive perception? Is anyone's passive perception a 4 or above?
If you think we got the XP for that, you're crazy.
Passive perception. Is that secondary stats?
Yes, on the left side.
Oh, nope. Not even close.
Not even close.
No one seems to notice you, Wyatt. You are just kind of like you lift this like toilet cover and you see this thing underneath, kind of like buried in like what appears to be a pile of like dead and burnt out cred sticks.
Could I? Let me ask. I'm going to type you a question.
See. Let me look at the specifics of this real quick. You could, yes. Just keep in mind the range limitations, but you could.
All right. Okay. I'll go ahead and just do that. Just
Alright,
lightly
touch
touch my finger on it.
Just touch your finger on it. Close your eyes, kind of focus for like a couple seconds. What are the others doing?
Can Val get Kiever's attention?
You kind of wave or do you call out to him?
Yeah, yeah, probably just calling out.
All right. You kind of call out to him as he's turning around. You call out to him. He kind of like looks to the side and just the mech takes a sec to turn the power harness and he looks at you and is like, "Oh dear! Oh, customers! I am very sorry. Just caught in the middle of work. Just give me a second, please." As he backs the giant power harness towards the ramshackle building. So you gather it's like his apartment or his house, you know, that he's got like built from all the stuff he gets here. He disconnects his arm from the arm of the mech. The mech kind of gets almost like in a sitting position, and he unbuckles like a harness that keeping him on the chair, and gets up, stretches, and just runs under the chair, grabs one of like about 6 hanging like mech arms that are like on a rack by the parking spot of his mech, and just kind of grabs and just adjusts to his arm. They don't seem to move quite yet, but just twitches as he does. He goes like, "Oh, well, welcome to my yard. Name's Kiever.
Pleasure to meet you, Kiever.
I don't believe I know any of y'all.
I'm Val, and these are..." and she'll turn to the others so they can introduce themselves.
Oh, Yokel Atlason.
Nora.
Nora, how about Found anything you like, young man?
I'm just kind of looking around. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right. He kind of lifts his eyebrows as you didn't give him a. He kind of looks at Yoko and goes like, "You Oliver's kid."
Oh, yeah, he's my dad.
Yeah. Haven't seen him in a while. I used to live down in the Night Zone.
Oh, where about?
About 23rd, I think. I was about a level beneath you, I think. This is a while back. You just frequent the same spaces. Oh, you are recognized, and he kind of puts his one hand on his inside his mouth, and the other arm kind of just shoots up, and he seems to have a bit of trouble controlling it right now, but eventually it gets in place, and he calls out, "Cricket!"
She's kind of deeply enmeshed with poking around in that little area, but she will
Don't be disassembling that, please. I just
she kind of lets it go and kind of backs up and heads over towards where he is now that she realizes he's there and notices her.
He kind of nods and goes like, "Oh, so you brought these folk here? Listen, if you want to use the workstation at any point, feel free to do so. Just like supervise, you know. Now you're a bit better at pulling stuff together than putting it apart. You know what I mean?"
True. Yes, we came here not to take anything apart, but to buy things. But I definitely would like to poke more at that maybe later. I'll resist taking it apart, I promise.
Yeah, well, if you're using to do any modifications on your suit or any mechanical, you got that. He looks like hell. What's wrong you got there? That their workstation will be handy for that.
Noted.
Appreciate it.
It's good to
was
see
that
you
joke?
again.
Sorry, joke.
Oh no,
No.
At the comment for using the workstation for hell, he said I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah. Kiva goes like, "Yeah, good to see you too. So, what brings you to the Humble Yard? Just a shopping trip?"
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure if anyone else needs to buy stuff, but I know for me, I've got a guy here that could use a weapon mount. And then Val will show Spectre. Would you happen to have any heavy weapon mounts?
Spectre walks out from behind the van. He goes like, "Ooh, that's something I don't recognize. Interesting make." He kind of leans forward and kind of the Federation?
Not quite.
It ain't rowdy for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty far off. Yeah, you probably wouldn't have seen this make before, but I believe its ability to take on modifications should be universal. So, if you're able to install stuff on Mex, you probably will be able to install stuff on him.
Yeah, weapon mounts, you say?
That's right. Heavy specifically.
Right, it's just the size. Yeah, I should be able to do that for you. Kind of looks and was like, all right, so it's the fourth row to the left. You go like 2, and you should find all the heavy weapon mounts you want there. Just gonna bring it up here to the front. I'll bring you out.
Sure, sounds good. Do you also do installations as well?
Hey, that's why I got my my workstation there. I can charge you a little bit, or since you got Cricket with you, I can let them use it.
Okay, very good. She'll go over to the rack. How much do the weapon mounts look like they cost?
You do see like each piece of machinery, each thing on the stacks that he has sharpied a number on it.
So
And
accurate.
you see, like, even though there's like a bunch of weapon mounts, they have different prices. So, Val, I was like, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm kind of shopping in the same area because I'm after a drone weapon mount. Can I do one as well?
They are actually the same mod. You just need to let me know if it's medium, heavy, or light that you're looking for.
I'm looking for light.
Light, all right. I believe it's the exact same mod. Yep, it's the exact same mod. A light weapon mount and a heavy weapon mount. All right, so Val one. Val and Jock. Val, you just kind of scan through the weapon mounts. You pick some up. One is actually like less than what you expect. One is only 200 credits, and then you see that the articulation hinge has been repaired with duct tape. And you're like, maybe not this one. And you kind of like put it back up. And you scan through. Val, the one that makes you feel a little bit more secure in what you're buying is 450.
Ooh.
Jock, you find one that it doesn't look pretty, but you gather it'll work okay for 80.
The markup on the heavy was so much more than I expected. Oh no.
Is there a way maybe Cricket can help? Like, bargain him down?
Yeah, you guys can definitely, once you have what you want to buy, you can definitely bargain a little bit, see what you can get.
Okay. Unless, I don't want to, like, god mod or anything, so I don't know if she would know that he's not super happy with the price. Or she is, sorry.
I think he's visibly grimacing like, ooh, that's
yeah, you can probably see Val like just scan through the weapon mounts and go like,
See the little tear roll out of her eye.
Oh no.
Okay. She'll just kind of
cred stick and a little fly.
fly comes up. She'll just kind of like tromp over to him and kind of look at her. Sorry, I don't my brain right now. Tromp over to her and look at her and say, notice that she's kind of grimacing and just mention,
I can talk to him if that's too pricey for you.
Oh, yeah. If you'd like to, I'd appreciate that greatly. I admit this markup is not quite what I expected. I only have 380, so I definitely can't afford 480.
Yes, a lot of the equipment here is pricey, but it's worth the price. I will do what I can.
That's much appreciated, Cricket.
Certainly.
and she'll just kind of AFK
Saunter over.
visibly.
Just basically lose attention. Is anyone else looking for anything here in the yard?
Does this look like the type of place that would have weapon mods, though? This feels like this
Yeah,
feels like
probably not. Yeah. However, I will say
I can come back here when I get my car, maybe.
you can come back here. You do see a few. No, actually, give me a. Let me see. Let me check something.
For sure, this place is gonna have some interesting car mods.
What if my car is just here, guys?
You haven't taken any
no.
profession, right?
This was scrapped.
No, you find the tires.
No,
So
I
for
haven't
parts.
taken that.
In that case, you can give me a piloting check with insider intelligence.
We'll do insight. Let me check me advantages. Well, I'm not piloting a non-spaceship vehicle, so well.
Whoop.
Is that a crit fail? Like,
I
is
asked
that
for it. I think it says not. Is not. Yeah, I asked you to
Okay.
take it. Yeah, Nora. This all looks like trash. It's possible. There's so much trash that just the loss of probability say there may be something of worth in here. just from the amount, like the density of trash. But at a glance, you're like, these are not parts I want in the Tempest. Maybe in the Cucaracha.
Yeah, alright, well. She looks thoroughly disinterested.
I would say though, whoever's looking around, you guys do see just a wealth of scrap metal that could be used to armor up Hell, Spectre, or Cricket.
As a
well-
mod? Or...
Yeah, basically, like you could buy armor plating mods here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Jock, you were saying?
I'm also looking around for a positioning system, which I figure is possible I could find one here.
Positions. What kind of mod is that?
So
Mech
that's
or
a...
data?
It's a tool, actually, that you can attach to data pads or rigs or
Yeah.
visors.
Give me an investigation check.
And just rolled it there.
2. I will say you do find a pile of data pad attachments. A lot of them are ill-fated old novelty inventions. You know,
Okay.
like an attachment that like you could put it on your data pad and it would control the volume of the data pad based on the volume of your voice, which is kind of like just the dumbest thing ever. There was a 3-in-1 scanner printer camera attachment for the data pad, which ended up kind of having this like huge roll on top of the data pad, which is awful. You do find a couple of positioning systems. They're not turning on, but they are discounted. They're 50 credits each.
Ooh, jeez.
But they don't turn on, so you may have to do a little bit of repair work. Yeah, you
I mean,
guys are in the
either
scrap, right?
me or my resident fixer-upper.
Yeah.
Credits, yeah. Hey, Yoke is used to taking bargains.
Yeah, that is true. Yes, this is like you're used. This is
He's happy.
you can tell this guy came from the Night Zone. This
Yeah.
got Night Zone vibes.
Just imagine all the germs in here, though.
Oh,
There's no
Please.
survive in here.
There's no way that this guy's got any drone data mods, right? That would be something to buy somewhere else.
Yes, it would be. If you want, I would say, Jock, you can give me a knowledge check.
That's true. I probably should have an idea.
You
where I
you know this stuff.
could- Yeah. 2.
2. You know 2 places.
Nice.
One of them is a bit fancier. The other one is a bit more like. The other one,
My speed.
I wouldn't say necessarily your speed. I'm gonna whisper you just like something like very. One of them is called the Bite Czar, and it
Aw,
is
that's a cute name.
more than a single store. It's like a gallery of like just datacraft and mech and drone just shit, like just stuff, but it's kind of like fancier. It's on the 33rd level, whereas when people start getting a little bit uppity,
Mega Block 33?
Mega Block 618 the bites are on floor 33,
Floor 33.
Oh, these
Mega
numbers.
but
Block.
these are the places that are near, so that's why you would know them.
I'm sorry, you said Mega Block 16?
18.
18, okay.
He put it on the map.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
The other one is called Retro Res, and that is on this same Mega Block on floor 19.
mega block. Sweet.
And you said Bite Czar is the fancier one?
Bite Czar is kind of like a little bit fancier. Yeah, like it's like a gallery space with a bunch of like Datacraft stores. And RetroRes is the other one that I was talking about. That one's on floor 19 on this same mega block.
Perfect. Returns.
But you don't gather Keever keeps many like Datacraft things or data mods or stuff like that.
How dare he?
How dare.
But you do find those. Do you bring those up front or one of them? It will need to be repaired.
I'll bring them up. The items that I found? Yes. I want them both.
All right, so you get the. You're taking the light mod and one or both positioning systems.
Sorry, one was broken. What was the other one? Was like the volume control one?
No. There's two positioning systems that are both like neither works, and they're both they're each 50 credits.
I'll just take one.
One.
I only need the one. Yeah.
You guys looking for anything else around here?
Cricket is actually
Yeah. What you looking for?
parts for the van. Something.
Parts for the van. Are you looking to like do any particular improvement on the van? Are you looking to like increase its armor, increase the speed, anything in particular? Because that'll depend on what kind of parts you're looking for.
Yeah, she would like. Then this is expensive. I don't know how expensive it would be, but like maybe an engine swap, depending, like to make it a little bit faster, more tougher. And if she can't find an affordable engine, maybe more armor. A little bit more like armor would be good.
Armor's not hard to find. Any kind of you are skilled enough to like any kind of like screed metal. You can like treat it as an armor mod.
Okay.
A new engine will be like a bit of a tall order, but you can find some replacement parts perhaps that are better suited to like increase the output of your current engine, and that would make it go a bit faster.
Okay. Yeah, anything to make it for now a little bit better she would probably focus on.
Yeah, give me an investigation check with intelligence to see what you can find.
Alrighty.
We got that Val and Joke are fatigued.
Are we still fatigued?
Oh no, that was last night. You've slept since. Okay, you're
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You are right. Take off that. Yeah, that was before you rested. All right, so Cricket, for the van, you start kind of like looking around. You find some nice new kind of like fuel injectors for like a much stronger vehicle. You find carburetor replacement. You find like a bunch of parts that you can use to repair the van. You kind of like check in the. Are you like you check like you bring it to Keever, and Keever kind of like looks at them and goes like, "Yeah, I can." And he kind of like pulls a Sharpie and just kind of writes down numbers on the pieces. I would say like all the stuff you find, if you were to spend some time installing it on the van, it would increase its movement about 25% or 30%.
Okay.
All the pieces you bring to Keever together come up to about 150.
Perfect. She will nod to his estimation.
You pile the pieces and goes like, seems like you got a project, huh?
Yes, there's a very in need vehicle that we keep being stuck with currently, so I think it's time that it gets a bit of an upgrade. It's kind of a clunker.
He kind of looks up at the van that is just parked there. He goes, Oh. Like lifts his eyebrows and goes like, "That's a FRV 291. That's a good vehicle. Those are I've seen one of those fall like about 24 like floors from the mega block into the night zone. Drove out fine. Everyone on it died, but the vehicle was okay."
Space Ford, I see.
Yep. I think they name it Cucaracha because they're hard to kill.
Well, so far it's not dead. It's clearly very old, so I believe your estimation on how strong it is. I guess
Yeah,
we're
like
lucky.
Oh, is that what Soko got you? He came yesterday morning, I think, asking for some skyhoppers he had sold, and I had already scrapped them, but he didn't seem too crestfallen.
Yeah, he gave this to us as a temporary vehicle, I think, until we can find Nora's lost vehicle.
Yeah, nods and goes, "All right, well, always worth an upgrade, even if you end up using it as your off vehicle.
Yeah.
Faster's better, right? All right, so, all right, kids, what we got here?"
Actually, I am going to take the armor plating mod for the drone as well.
All right, an armor plating mod for the drone will be another 150.
I do want to ask about some things.
Yeah, he kind of looks like, you look fancy. What can I get you?
Thanks. I'm trying to kind of construct a trap to kind of take care of some rodents. Would you happen to have any materials, like some thin wire, maybe with like some pieces of wood or something at the end? Something, I don't know, maybe like a grout possibly could help.
Does he say like garrote really fast and like quietly though?
A little bit.
Correct.
And I needed like some rope, obviously. It's like a snare trap. And then some tiny little strips of metal. Something maybe like, I don't know, lockpicks might work for it, I guess.
He goes like, well, and kind of looks around and he just walks to the pile of like garbage and scrap, and you see he kind of like grabs what appears to be like a hairbrush, and kind of like snaps the top and throws it. He was like, and he grabs like another piece of metal and just walks to the other side. Looks up at the cables where the paper lanterns and like Christmas lights are hanging. Picks one, just kind of pulls it up and just kind of snips it and just coils it up and goes like, "Here you go. Assemble it yourself." I do have lockpicks though.
Oh, great. Add rope, I guess, right? Just a regular rope.
And goes like, "I don't know if I have rope."
So you not have rope out of everything?
I mean, I probably not on the pile, but I have some rope of my own. I guess I can just make it available to you since you're friends with Cricket.
I mean, cable of some sort would be fine too, if you just have like a long chunk.
It'd be 15 credits for the rope.
Okay.
75 for the lockpicks.
Jeez, okay.
And where's the garrote?
It's 30 in the book.
45 for the garrote.
Okay, that's not terrible. Okay. Yeah, thanks. I'll take these then.
Right. Are you guys gonna try to do any haggling of any sort?
Absolutely.
You kind of get together a pile of stuff and goes like, "All right, what are we looking at? Quite a haul you guys are taking."
Yeah.
A few more
and-
visits, you'll like leave me dry. And he kind of like looks at a gigantic pile of crap like next to him.
Obviously, we'll be coming back for more. So, what do you say we knock the price down a little bit for us? Repeat
goes
customers.
What is it at right now? Everything together.
Mine's at 135.
Well, actually, he kind of like looks at you, Wyatt, and goes like, "I know you look fancy. You look." He looks at Cricket and goes like, "What do you say, Cricket? These folks of yours worth a discount? Will they come back?"
I'll make sure that they come back. Don't worry.
All right. Just hope you don't have to use that Gatling of yours.
Same.
Give me a diplomacy check, Wyatt.
Does that count as advantage from cricket?
I'll say Cricket's
Ooh.
helping, so that's an advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, do
She's
you
like
want-
thumbs up behind him.
Do you want command dice for this for even more advantage?
Oh. Take the command dice. Please.
Hello?
You can hear it.
He's
He's saying secret shit to the GM.
Secrets.
he's not this time, but do you want to command dice? If you were, I wouldn't say.
Goozy?
Oh, I'm rolling? I thought you were talking about a cricket.
No, Cricket's helping you.
Okay.
No, I'm just behind you as support. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Big
guys.
That's okay. Same, I do the same
hold
thing.
Is
Now
this?
he's
Want
gonna
command
say
dice
secret
from
shit again.
I'm
Val?
not seducing, right?
What you could try.
That's up to you, I think.
Good call, yeah.
I probably have my vest unzipped, but I'm not trying to seduce.
Wait, so do you want command dice or no?
Nipple. If you happen to have a nip slip, it's whatever.
We probably
command dice.
we might need some command dice later. How many do you have to give?
I have 5.
I would save those. Unless you want me to right now, just because you're buying shit right now.
Yeah, saving
Yeah.
money is a pretty good cause.
Okay, I'll take like 1 or 2, I guess.
Alright, I'll give you 2.
Okay. I do get 17% off anyway, because I'm good with money.
Wow.
Wait till you grab or stack bartering on top of that. Really, for real, it's
Charisma.
Kind
said-
of discount.
yeah.
Diplomacy, right?
Yeah, diplomacy.
5.
5. He kind of goes like, "Oh, all right. Well, you know what? Cricket's a good mechanic, and I believe him when they say that they will shoot your ass up if you don't come back to the store and buy more stuff. So how about
She
even a
puts her hand
quarter
on
of
his shoulder.
it?
Wyatt's rather.
About what?
Even quarter out of it. So 25% off. That's including your 17, right?
Including the 17.
Yeah. So 25% total.
Okay.
That's a steal.
Sounds good. Okay.
He kind of like takes the credits from all of you guys, mark down. I think that means you can afford the mount, right, Val?
Oh my god, yes. I will have 25 credits left, but I can do it.
And he kind of looks up and is like, if you guys need to get anything installed, Cricket, workshop station's all yours.
Perfect.
Don't blow anything up this time. And turns around and just starts going back to his mech suit.
Sorry, how much markdown was it?
25%.
Nice.
The heavy weapon mount, it was 480 before the discount, right?
I think 450 for the discount.
Oh. Even better, dude.
Cricket, would you mind installing a couple of mods onto Hell for me?
I would be happy to. Yes.
For Spectre 2 as well, please.
Mm-hmm. coming right up. I will get that done immediately before we leave.
That gonna
Unless we
take a
have to.
bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually.
Yeah, it would take probably. I would say all the mods you've installing them on all the things you're gonna mod.
Mhm.
Without the van, 2 hours. With the van, probably 3.5.
What
What
do you mean
if-
without the?
Because Cricket's bought parts to fix up the van.
What if she stayed behind to work on that and got somebody to like get her ammo for her instead? Like just pick up ammo for her while she works on it?
We could.
Works out
Good.
here.
Alternatively, you could like the others could go like pick up lunch and bring it back while Cricket's working and stuff, and you leave the van for like tonight.
Yeah, that works.
Leave the van?
No, leave the van. Like leave working on the van. Like
Like,
Put
don't
on-
work on the van.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I thought you were meaning leave the
Leave it
van
here,
here
yeah.
until tonight. I was
Yeah.
like, what are we gonna do?
Sorry, no, yeah. No, so Cricket can mod Spectre and Hell right now, which might be the more urgent stuff, and then she can work on the van tonight.
Yeah, while everybody's not needing it as much.
Could she work on the workshop here? I get like a benefit or bonus?
Keeper would probably let her
yes.
stay.
Actually, yeah. You're gonna be working on the workshop, so I would say like if you guys want to wait an hour with Kiever's automated workshop, Cricket, you can probably get Spectre and Hell done in 1 hour.
Yeah.
If the others want to like, the others can just do go get coffee and something to eat and bring it back too.
Well,
that's
here's
whichever you
my
like.
other question: who all needs to go shopping at the other place?
Oh, so you guys could go and okay.
I
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Val needs to as well.
okay. We could pick stuff up for Cricket, or we could wait. I was just gonna say, if it's just Nora that needs to go shopping at the other place, she was just gonna go.
Yeah.
No.
But
Yeah, it's your call. If Cricket wants to stay here for an hour working while the others go to the ordnance hall and come back, that's also fine.
She's also okay with giving Nora her money. I know why Nora, but she thinks to herself, Nora Jokul.
Why would
She
you
doesn't
not
really
trust
know
me
Kai.
with it?
Well,
I'm actually a little hurt right now.
it's your nipples. I blame your nipples. I'm sorry.
They're too distracting. I get it.
Fair.
Dury, just so you know, for the weapon mounts, 2 dart guns will go with that.
2 dark guns on. All right.
Yeah.
And what are you putting on Hell?
His pistol.
Oh, his own pistol. Okay, so laser pistol on Hell, and 2 dart guns on. All right. Cool.
Oh, that also reminds me, I guess when we go to the second shop, we can sell all of the loot that we need to sell too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. You guys have a few extra.
Oh yeah, we
Sure
have
things.
so much loot.
is there anything we can sell here?
I don't think there's anything that we would get a better price here than the ordnance hall. Because I think specifically we looted weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we not get any armor from them?
Probably nothing
I
that
think
was
their
usable.
armor was like too ragtag to really.
Human
Is that the
flesh
right
and
thing?
shit.
I think it was literally just like different pieces of armor put together, and it was just not salvageable, if I remember right.
Yeah, I remember something to that effect.
I will say something like just an above table recommendation. Cricket, if you have the money, do keep in mind that you don't need to buy ammunition, that you're assumed to have it, but armoring Cricket up might be useful considering her evasion's low, and she doesn't have a lot of armor right now.
Okay. So, like getting some from the scrapyard to add on?
Yeah, you can spend this hour also modding armor onto your suit if you like.
Yes, I would. I think that would be a really good use of time. Do I need to do any like rules for these things?
No, because you're using the workshop that
see.
Kiever has, you don't. But if you want to buy armor to like armor yourself up, that would be another. Let me see. Power armor. So you could buy heavy armor plating. That would cost you 350, but you could apply the discount that Wyatt is getting for everyone.
Okay.
Or you could just buy regular armor plating. That would cost you 160.
I think because with 160, so with what? Because she already has 150. I haven't applied any of the
You haven't
discounts yet.
subtracted? Okay, yeah.
So 150, and then the other one would be the lower
160.
160, and then the percentage was 13.
25 actually.
Oh, 25. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
And how much are bullets usually?
You don't have to buy any because like unless you want to buy like special ammunition, you are
you already
assumed
said
to
that.
always have bullets. Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah, she'll go with the higher grade one. I think she can afford that. My math is not the strongest, but I'm
Yeah.
360
Let me help
right now.
you real quick. So it will be 250 plus 150 minus a discount. That is 300.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
take that.
So you can mod that armor plating. I'll edit your sheet to reflect that. Just give me 1 sec. So Cricket is officially a heavily armored character. That means Cricket's gone from 6 AV to 14 AV.
Holy cow!
Nice.
Which is
Dang.
very
useful.
significant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
good.
huge.
Yeah.
I was scared for you running around in 6 armor and 2 evasion.
Yeah, right? Ugh.
Wait, were you
Thank
using
you for the
light armor?
suggestion. She's
The-
supposed to be bigger. Like, yeah.
Yeah, power armor is expensive to start with,
Mhm.
so it's hard to get mods right away.
Oh, was it like
Cricket started with just base.
so? Just like the frame with no plating on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh wow!
Basic one from the yeah.
It's mostly just stickers covered, like as armor.
Mostly
Stickers
stickers,
are her
holding
armor.
it together. All the armor she had.
1 sec, Cricket. I'm just gonna. So this also means, Cricket, that if you take heavy armor training, that will apply to your plating because it's considered heavy armor.
Okay.
So you can sort of double up on armor trainings because you can
Armor
take
training.
power armor training and you can take heavy armor training, and you'll benefit from both if you want to like really go heavy on the armor. You know?
Okay. I only have power right now, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Heavy's my next, I think.
It's gonna make you extremely tanky, but luckily power armor does not run, so it doesn't affect this. But it does eat into your carrying capacity. So you used to be able to carry like 120 pounds. You can now carry 84 pounds because you're carrying this heavy, chunky armor.
84 is still quite a lot with not counting armor. That's a lot.
Also, if you guys ever need carry capacity, like Spectre has a mod for that. He can carry 100.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Spectre's crazy with how much he can carry. He's a little hauler bot.
Nora is also disproportionately strong. She can carry quite a bit.
Like tiny little Nora with a giant backpack.
I love that.
Makes 0 sense, but it works.
She's strong.
13 and strong.
13 and strong as fuck. All right.
No, she's 12.
12?
Oh, 12, sorry.
Oh, 12, yeah.
All right, so Cricket, welcome to the world of having 14 armor value.
Fuck yes. Stand
awesome.
behind me, everyone. I gotcha.
Nora's like, oh, thank God. Not the solo tank anymore. All right, so Cricket's going to stay here. Is anyone staying with Cricket modding the drones?
I feel like I need to go to help get discounts.
All right, Wyatt is heading with Nora. I think Valestina too. Jock, how about you?
Yoke will stay kind of at the yard. He doesn't need anything from the ordnance hall, but he might walk down to like a convenience store or something and buy some scent smokes.
All right, yeah. You can just pay gear index cost for sin smokes there. They're pretty standard. You can buy them from like
Oh, they probably have like vending machines and stuff.
yeah, there's vending machines and stuff that you can just get them from.
80. Walked into the room, he spilled popcorn everywhere.
Oh,
Why are you telling everyone my shame?
Because it's cute.
Shame.
Right. So,
Thank you.
yeah. So, Nora, Valestina, and Wyatt, you head out. Wyatt, are you doing anything on your way out?
Nope.
All right. You climb la cucaracha.
Yeah.
Take the corner out and get back on the skyway. Get back in the skyway. You climb up to the 31st level. Light gets a little bit brighter. Buildings get a bit fancier. There's definitely more organization. There's more of an enforcer presence on the streets. And you have these kind of like large buildings are now stretched like the entire height from the entire like from like the base of the 31st to the underside of the 32nd level. Huge towers with like large neon signs that kind of go down the middle. Enormous holographic like ads that just kind of like completely take up a section of the bottom of the 32nd level. You peel off, following the directions, and drive through these narrow but relatively well taken care of streets. They're nothing fancy, but definitely you get a sense of a more organized urban life here. Swarms of people kind of like walking across, and you guys actually have to stop a couple blocks out from where you know the ordnance hole to be. Because as you get here, you stop in this rotunda with a central pillar that just stretches up 100 feet. A bunch of hollow projectors aligned on the pillar, just showing like full scrolling like news and ads from Aeon. Clips of shows, like a bunch of those, like, you know, those like TV shows that all they do is show clips from other TV shows and comment on them. Like that kind of thing, like just like color projected around announcements for like upcoming shows and sales and recent events and this rotunda is a narrow street, but it seems to be a walking street, flanked with like 3 levels of open type gallery stores selling like knickknacks and selling there's clothing stores, there's like knickknacks, there's like kind of home decor stores, there's a few data crafting store stuff, but probably like not the kind of stuff a jock needs, and just very basic stuff like you buy data pads and stuff. As you guys get off the car and you kind of like park it and close it and start walking through these narrow streets, there's like it's like this full on commercial streets. There's like supermarkets and like little corner stores type things and like just big box stores, all like stacked on the sides of these walking pedestrian footpaths that seem to like cross with orthogonal streets every block or so. Eventually, you reach a large white building that says, "What is this?" MB19 31st Metro on it, but it seems closed down. There's people walking in front of it, but no one's going in. And on the door, this like large double door wrought iron fence under this very surprisingly like classic, almost like Grand Central Station, New York type thing. Surprisingly kind of classic concrete exterior with like these kind of like just nice, almost like French school decoration on the outside, made in ferrocrete. There is a sign that says "closed for repairs" that looks ancient. It looks like it's been there for years. And the door is slightly ajar, the iron door, and a much smaller sign, very easy to miss. On the left side of the door, there's like other small businesses that go in the metro. Like, for example, there's like Ryan of Astroworks Liaison, Blackstone Store, and they're all dim. And the last one says Ordnance Hall, and this one's kind of like lit up.
I guess we'll go to the ordnance hall.
Yeah.
You push through. The metal wrought iron gate kind of like pushes a little bit. As you step in, beautiful, wide, almost marble texture staircase as you kind of step down. It echoes out. You come to an old, abandoned kind of like ticketing booth. There's trash in the corners. It seems at some point people might have been squatting here and they got evicted, or like you don't know kind of how it worked. But there's signs of some sort of human habitation like a long time ago. On your left, there is another set of stairs down, and you can just kind of follow the ordnance hall entrance until you come to a open double door. There is a sign that says ordnance hall. The O is much bigger than the others, and the hole in the O is made by the symbol of a bullet. It is a blocky, pale blue neon sign on a field of much darker navy blue. There's two wrought iron kind of gates that seem to like the kind of like stretch out like accordion gates, that are pulled to the side so it's open, and a glass door, double glass door on the other side is also fully open. On the other side, what you can see is a almost like a corridor, like stairs down, and a corridor, same kind of like white tiled floor, mosaic murals on either wall, and above you see as the light gets interrupted because there's a skylight above that is the underside of the foot traffic street, the shopping street you were just on, and you can see the feet of people just walking above. Flanking the door on either side, you see these huge, enormous power armors. They are each painted a dark, dull ochre colored, with a bright red hand holding a hammer in a circle on the chest.
That's the same type of power armor I saw at the bar?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, they may be these two might be part of that group of three that you saw.
Oh.
You recognize a few of the like scuffs and markings. The three of you, give me a perception check.
Natural 20. Nope.
These power armors look old. On a 2, they're well taken care of, but from what you guys have seen with cricket and some of the other stuff, these are like older armors, like maybe 20, 25 years old. As you step
Double my
down,
age.
double your age, yeah. As you step down, as you're going to the ordnance hall, one of the power armors kind of like they look at each other. They one of them kind of powers up a little bit. It seems like the people inside it can sit and talk to one another within their power armors, but one of them kind of like powers up a bit more, stomps forward. On one hand, they are holding a massive hammer. The head of the hammer is the size of Val's entire torso.
Holy crap.
And the power armors are about 8.5 feet tall each. Kind of like steps forward and goes like, "Can we help you?" With this kind of like deep echoing from inside the helmet of the power armor.
That's a big hammer.
Looks down at Hammer. Good observation.
Right. Sorry. We're here for some ordnance.
Yeah, he looks behind at the other power armor. The other one kind of gets up. You don't see any weapons, but you see some sort of like harness on the back, like something would deploy from the back, like a big backpack on the power armor, and a sort of like a strange chain or delivery device that goes from the back of the harness under the arm and connects to the wrist. The other power armor steps up. He goes, "Do you come recommended?"
Yes. Wait. Out of character. Lev is our recommendation, right?
It would be.
Okay. Right. Val would mention. Yeah. I'm recommended from Levan Antonov.
As you say that, just as you're saying Lev's name, from the other side of the hall, you hear another voice going like, "Yeah, they're Levan Antonov's new children. Come on, let them through, knights. I don't pay you to scare away customers." The two power armors kind of look back, and you see an older woman taking a few steps down a set of wide stairs on the opposite side of what you assume is the store. She's got this dark blue hair, kind of like, obviously probably dyed, pulled up in a bun. This huge kind of like feathered black collar, a champagne color, like kind of slightly glittery top, and a pair of like wide black pants with a high waist. And she's holding a thin cigarette on the end of a long like smoking stick. As she takes a couple steps down. Let me post it.
Oh boy, more NPC art.
Yeah.
Hey, very nice.
She steps down and goes like, "I guess my dear friend has gathered more strays. You back to your positions. Come on." The power armor's gone. You hear one of them kind of grumble a little bit, magnified by the voice box inside the power armor helmet as they step onto either side, and they kind of like sit within the power armor. She kind of smiles.
New strays.
Welcome.
New strays, you said. That you've encountered Levan's men before.
She kind of gives you a smile. There's like, "I've had dealings with Mr. Antonov for a few years now. Surprisingly soft-hearted man for the kind of work he does.
Very interesting.
Lativa Volkova, and this is my store. Now, I believe introductions are in order?"
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Valeria Zanova.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Volkova. I'm Wyatt. Lovely outfit you're wearing.
Jesus Christ.
Rolling to
Oh, you got a
seduce.
charmer. you remind me of my fourth husband.
Do I recognize her?
Give me a knowledge check.
Probably not, but I just want to double check. Just the one.
No, probably not.
There's a lot of failed perception
not
checks.
You're in your neck of the woods.
Just making sure. I will feel a little more comfortable then saying, Nora.
What you rolling, Wyatt?
That's my charisma roll. To seduce.
Just smiles. She sighs and kind of takes a drag of a cigarette. Now, you obviously come recommender, which means I can trade with you. What kind of means of death are you after today?
Yes.
Well, just a couple of tools of apprehension for me, but how about you guys start?
Apprehension.
Yes.
Capturing someone alive.
Well, that tends to be what pacifier darts are used for. So, yeah.
She smirks and goes like, all right. And pulls up a data pad and presses a button. You guys see the mosaic walls just kind of twist and turn in. As they retract, they reveal about a dozen slanted display cases of weaponry and ammunition and ordnance. The entire the size of this like sunken hallway transform into everything behind lots of security cases, but a bunch of just like weapons and armor and ordnance lined up on either side. It goes like, I see. So I guess bleeding hearts do flock together.
Oh, wait, what flocks together?
Bleeding hearts.
Bleeding hearts.
I do have a few pacifier darts, mostly for gag birthday gifts, but I guess I can move them.
Gag gifts. Is that all you were looking for?
And I guess also since smokes. I don't know if an ordnance hall would sell it, but I feel like
I think Darius said you can get them anywhere. Like
Okay.
just any.
Yeah, you can stop
vending
by at
machines.
a convenience store, or a vending
Yeah.
machine.
those are the only two things.
Welcome back, Willow. He
Thank
goes,
you.
how about the rest of you? Welcome. Kind of looks at Nora and goes like, ain't you dressed well for a stranger?
Do I need to know you in order to dress nicely?
She kind of tilts her head. It's like, no, it's more that I'm surprised I don't know you.
Well, probably better you don't. I'm
It's true.
gonna just take out my now nunchuck and in one piece just kind of set it on the counter. I need something to make that hit harder.
She smiles and goes, that can mean a lot of things. I assume you just want a bit of heft on it.
I'm willing to look at whatever you have that might fit it. But yeah, primarily heft.
She nods and goes like, and here I was, thinking I'd move some more interesting stuff today, but that's okay. I will say your subtlety and means of execution is appreciated.
My subtlety in
In
means of-
general, all of you.
Oh, okay.
And you, handsome.
Yeah. I'm not apprehensive at all. I'm looking for something to help me kill. I'm gonna hold out a little list for my axe mods that I'm looking for. Monomolecular, hooked, or balanced mods.
Looks at them. Bunch of artists today like to kill with their hands. All right. I can produce several of these things. All right. What are the available lists? Pacifier darts.
Oh, sorry, what?
So just looking at the list above the table, we're looking at some pacifier darts, right?
Yeah.
She can get you. She has a dozen at 20 credits a pop.
Okay. Is since smoke through her like just the same listed price?
Yeah,
similar-
just
okay.
you could. Yeah, you can just. There's a vending machine right on the metro station.
Oh gosh.
What
I
does
think
she
I can
have?
buy. I think I can only buy one
One
pacifier dart. I just hope I do it.
Oh, that's why I got the garrote, so we can choke him out.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
And a rope to tie him up.
Okay. Layers of plants. I like it.
All right, let me look at.
Same my first
Nora.
rodeo.
So I picked monomolecular and two-handed, but I'm greedy. I doubt she has anything unique that I could even afford. But if she has something in that area that's not those mods, that's also I don't know, probably just those mods.
She kind of smiles and goes, "Ah, sweetie, you know what makes this district different from a lot of others?
Nora just lifts an eyebrow, like, what?
That the players on this stage act well together. We have something that a lot of districts wish they had, which is stability. Sure, there's squabbles here and there. There's small personal vendettas, but then at the end of the day, we all just want to keep the peace because it's good for business. You are an unknown quantity right now. You don't fit in our stability quite yet. Maybe when I get to know you a little bit better and I know what you and your friends are really about, I'll let you pick from the grown-up men.
Oof.
Jeez.
Let me ask you this: all of the past associates of Levin that you've come to know, how many of them have been around long enough to see that bin?
Like, Emmanuel's a sweet boy, but I feel like if you look at him a little bit too lustfully, he's just gonna break some heart. Mostly Lev and Soko get to pick whatever they want.
That's interesting.
She has a new girl too. You probably know her. She seems promising, but hasn't been around long enough. And then there's all of you. I will say I do see promise in Mr. Ty Close over here.
I don't always wear tight clothes.
That's just because
She
you
kind
can
of looks
see
at
his
you and
dick
kind of
through his
smiles and like,
pants.
He only wears them for you.
That's just because you can see his dick through his pants.
and she just looks at Nora and is like, "You're a feisty little thing, aren't you?" And
Well, you're not
I
being very polite.
very much looking forward to seeing you not wearing tight clothes. I am providing a service. I'd say that's politeness enough. And she does produce a two-handed mod and monomolecular. They would go for, let's see, where is this? Oh my god, where is this? Where are you? Oh, I'm in advanced weapons.
Can I also do a soldier test on this monomolecular mod?
What do you want to do with it?
I'm curious, or actually also just the store in general, but I guess the monomolecular mod would kind of trigger, like, to Val, what does it seem like to her how these weapon supplies are being secured? Like, are these like cobbled together, kind of like keevers,
Yeah.
or are these
high
like
quality or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what I was wondering too, but I don't think I have the know-how to check that right now.
Give me a soldier check with intelligence, well.
A
Nice.
Really, I will say all of you notice these are not like keywords. These are mint in their boxes.
But are they Black Sun or are they Block Sun?
I will say Val with a 3. These are the stuff that's Black Sun is proper Black Sun. Stuff at Astroworks, proper Astroworks. Lots of things from lots of different places that you wouldn't expect to be sold at the same store. All the serial numbers filed off.
Yeah, smuggler. Yeah.
Fell off the back of a truck.
Val will look at the first amount of milk mod and look at the rest of the store. These products all seem like the real deal. You have one hell of a supplier.
He kind of like smiles and goes like, I guess Leva hasn't told you everything. I have friends in the slip.
The slip.
What's the slip? Do I know what the slip is?
Do I know
I'm
what
gonna
this
get that
is?
intelligence stress eventually.
She looks at Val as she says the slip and goes like, you're not local, are you, Sudi? With a name like Zonova, you can't... You gotta forgive me for assuming.
Ooh.
What, like, does she mean that, like, with Zenova, she assumed I'd be from around here?
Yeah, that you'll be riding Ovi.
Oh, I see. Val will say, born to Ravenovi, but not actually from here. So.
The slip. The Skyway. Must have taken it coming here.
I forgot sling.
Oh my god.
Are we all forgetting the sling? I forgot the sling.
Yes. Oh my god.
I was like, what's this mysterious the slip?
I know, me too.
Because I think that was one of yours. Or no? Who did the slip?
I don't think I think
was
I
me.
did Skyway Drift.
Oh, I see.
Whoever invented it, they...
It was Tala. I know it.
They slipped you.
Wasn't me.
It could have been anyone.
Willard.
All right. This is a nunchuck, right? Tiff, a nunchuck?
Yes, yes. Nunchuck.
All right. So, it'll be 120 for the monomolecular.
Monomolecular.
Another 80 for the extender to make it two-handed.
Okay, it's already long halved, but these are good and that's more damage.
It's 100% more nunchuck per nunchuck.
Now, she likes how feisty you are. She doesn't like how, like, a little prick you are. So I will say that probably cancels out.
You like something but also dislike it.
He's an older, complex woman.
Yep. It happens.
Like fine wine.
I like how cute you are, but I hate how adorable you are. Okay.
I was like, I like how feisty you are, but I think I need to teach you a lesson. So you do have an extra little percentage there that you know you need to throw up in.
So wait, why did you say that she? Oh, so she's overcharging me.
A little bit.
Okay.
Oh my god. I should have just come in here by myself. No, it's not allowed in stores anymore.
Val, you got your one dart. She kind of brings a box of 12 and just kind of shows it to you and goes like, "Here we go, Black Sun. You should have reached urge one of these. They'll be down in like about 3 to 5 minutes."
Very nice. I'll only need one. I won't miss.
She goes, "Okay, novelty gift it is then." Let's close that thing and gives you the one dart.
Val has like the what that kind of like irritated like plus sign like thing. How do I?
The
I
anime
can-
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to have that as like one of your
Oh yeah.
options on your
That
avatar.
would be a good emote for Val.
Yeah. Anger emote.
One sec.
I mean,
I'm just saying how that would work mechanically if you want to do that.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If Wyatt wants to step in and be like, "Hold on, she's charging you too much," that's fine. But I feel like he doesn't. So
Yeah, why is like, no, I don't think I will.
I mean, if we're gonna put this all together, then I guess
yeah, we
it's
can
all the
pull
same.
money together.
Yeah, we'll put money together.
Please, maybe I can afford 2 darts.
And Wyatt, you are getting your holy list. Let me see what she has of your holy list.
Yeah, I mean, I would need 2 of each of these. I don't even know if I can afford all that though. So maybe just two of those. Depends on how much she's charging.
Let me tell you what she has and how much it that is.
And then tell me what I have
So
to
glad we
do
have a
for
shopping
him.
list channel. All right. So the closed mods she will not have, but she will have all 3 that you're looking for access.
Yeah. I didn't assume. I didn't think
Monomolecular-
the clothes would be here.
Yeah. Monomolecular would be should be the same, but blade, alarm, axe. Monomolecular is going to be 115 for you.
115?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is this-
Was yours 110? 120.
120. She gave
So
it
yeah,
him a
115 for
discount.
Wyatt.
What a fucker.
Oh, that's each though.
Yeah, each one is
So that's
115.
still quite a bit of an upcharge.
The balanced will be 75 each.
Okay.
And hooked will be 70 each.
Okay.
I actually have more money than I thought I would after that because I thought these were going to be much more expensive. She have like armor mods or anything?
You want to ask her?
Sure.
She was like, oh, armor mods. Well, this is, and she reaches out and kind of like just pulls the lapel of not the lapel, but the thing of your suit, the side of the jacket, just very, very gently, and like looks at the lining inside. This is very high quality. I hope I can make it justice. What are you looking for, Steve?
A good question. So it's got shock proof on it. I think I would need a little bit more of There's no way I can afford that reactive mod. I guess out of character the plated mod, so more AV.
Play it?
I think so.
And she goes like, I can reinforce the inner lining. It'll take a little bit unless you just want to take the lining and get it done at your own tailor. 80 credits.
Yeah, I can afford that.
She piles everything and goes like, I will say, first visit and you're already spending on several things. You are scoring points.
We'll be back to score more points.
Now, don't write checks your ass can't cash. It looks about right. Do you want to try to like argue for a discount of any sort, Wyatt?
Yeah. I'll haggle a little bit.
Give me a diplomacy check.
A what?
Diplomacy check.
You look away when you say that, and we can't hear it.
Yeah. Just
In the
disappeared.
wind.
Oops. Just a 2 this time. but I did get a 4 the first time.
You did get a 4 the first time. I will say overall, including your previous 17%, you're gonna get a 20% discount on this.
Okay.
Which means, so you can. Is that enough for another dart, Val?
Let's take a look.
Man, that's a pretty big discount.
Oh my god!
Looking at her wallet. Oh, actually, I found 5 more credits. I can get another dart.
I literally, I can buy both darts and the Sin Smoke, and I will be at 0 credits.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Add your second dart.
Hey.
I will say, Joke and Val, you guys can. Do you need me to help you adding the new mods or macros to Spectre and Hell, or you guys know how to do that?
We'll need help with the macro, but
You can
I
literally
added it to her sheet.
Yeah. You can literally just copy Joke's macro and create a new one for Hell and paste it there.
Oh, okay. I'll try doing that.
Yeah, because I think Hell does have her own stats, so it should just reference Hell stats.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Cool.
Would they... I'm guessing putting these mods on weapons wouldn't be like a quick thing.
I can do it.
Do you want to ask her if she has a place to do it?
I can do it here, or we can go back to Keevers. Either way.
Yeah.
Keepers is fine. I mean, we gotta go back there anyway.
Yeah, you are gonna have to.
Okay.
All right. I will say, you make your purchases. Is there anything else you want to talk to Lativa about?
Not really.
No, as the restaurant is kind of just like saying goodbye. Nora's like gone. She's like up the stairs.
Rude Asby.
I'll apologize
She's not
on
a nice
behalf
person.
of Nora. She's a bit fussy at times.
She'll come around. She'll realize eventually I do have all the best toys.
Of course.
She does give you her frequency, Wyatt, so you can add her to your contacts.
Nice.
No.
Look,
You guys both said
I'm
nice.
a team player. I'll do what I gotta do.
Oh no, what mods did I put on here? I fucking forgot, man.
You're getting monomolecular and two-handed.
Hit it long halved. That's the other one. Okay, I'm just checking my
That's the one
weight.
you had before. Okay.
Yeah. I'm checking my weight. Yeah, so it's total
Checking my
4
weight.
pounds right now.
Chicken wait.
Oof.
So dumb.
That was hilarious.
All right. So
Also, Derry, Lev also gave us some funds for lunch, right? If I recall. Or
did he give you lunch money?
No, I
Did he?
don't think so. You did.
I don't think he gave you lunch money.
I
no.
think he's expecting me to go buy stuff for them, though.
Yeah.
Wyatt has he was given 200 credits to buy supplies for the garage.
I'm surprised they're running
Oh,
pretty low, but
I remember that he had recommended a noodle place to recover from Soko's pancakes and stuff.
Yeah, but he didn't give you money for it.
I
He had
see.
just paid you each
Yeah.
300 credits, so he's like, they should be able to afford 2 credit noodles.
it is funny that Val would be like, I didn't get lunch money?
In character, yeah.
To be fair, in the Ascendancy, they always get lunch money.
It's true. We just go to the cafeteria. The mess hall.
Wednesdays, they get double pudding.
Oh my god, double pudding. Then there's always that one guy that tries to trade his Brussels sprouts for the pudding.
Oh, get out of here with that.
All right, so, Jock and Cricket, is there anything you guys are doing while you're working on these mods, or you just kind of heads down, focus on work?
Yeah, she's at least Cricket's been pretty absorbed with just getting things done as quickly as possible and efficiently as possible, as well as making sure that both Hal and Spectre's seemingly looking okay emotionally, even though they might not have emotions, but she's trying to make sure they are doing right.
They simulate emotions.
I love it.
Yeah,
She's like
it's kind of like a vet.
petting them.
Yep. Take
Mech
care of
vet.
their emotional things. Yep.
It's adorable.
So cute.
She likes the animals.
I think Yok says he's gonna go buy Sin Smokes. He'll be right back. He does go buy
Unless he
Sin
comes
Smokes.
He went out
Literally.
to get cigarettes. He'll be back soon. I know it.
In a year now. He does go to buy Sin Smokes, but he's also gonna swing. You said the Verity Clinic was only like 10 minutes away.
Yeah, like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, he'll walk down to the clinic. Just he's keeping in mind the other job that Levin had for them, and is just gonna check to see if those squatters are back in. Not like barging in on them, but just kind of seeing if it looks like there are people squatting in the clinic again.
Give me an investigation check.
Actually, can I sneak?
Yeah.
I don't want to be seen. Man, I was gonna buy sneak ranks too. I forgot. All right, I got 2,
Nice.
and then
You
investigation.
kind of like an investigation, yes.
Or an investigation.
This section of town is a little bit quieter, I guess.
Yeah.
Since the clinic's not working, you do pass the 4-hour embrace. You
What,
quietly.
Forms and braces here?
4-hour embrace is in the same floor.
Oh, okay. Let me write that down. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Luckily, none of the girls recognize you or like, draw attention to you as you're kind of like passing through. Very quietly, you make your way to the Verity Clinic. A little bit deader than normal. There's still some people on the street. There's some people kind of like eating across the street. There's like a small cluster of kids that is like taking advantage of the fact that there's no shuttle cars going through just to like play kind of like soccer on the street. And you notice the clinic, the windows have been kind of like boarded up. And there's kind of like a tarp over some of the crashed, the windows, the destroyed windows that Wyatt and the mech kind of crashed through. You peek in the door to the clinic. You still have your car. Opens. On that investigation check on a 4, you start looking for any sign of these guys. Doesn't seem like they've come back here. In fact, you see fewer people here. It seems like that the word has gone out that these things were here. People may be slightly avoiding because this only happened yesterday.
Yeah.
You do find on the floor a used rush pod. On a 4, you had seen these used rush pods like last time you were here, but you never noticed they were branded.
Oh.
So you grab the rush pod and you flip it. It has like on one side this clear plastic covering that like you bite into and break it, and then you suck the liquid of the rush into your mouth. And on the other side, it's like a slightly thicker like.
Facing.
It has 4 squares, sort of like 3 and then 1 slightly off to the bottom. That they almost look like tiles, like mosaic tiles in pale blue, and underneath one it says Turkey Social Club.
Oh.
So it's literally his son just spewing shit, I guess.
But that's kind of like what you find here that you may have missed the first time.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a good little It's a good little clue. I'll pocket that and then I'll buy my sin smokes and what it's the middle of the day, right?
Yeah, it's like at this point it's like 3:30, almost 4. 3:30.
Forearms doesn't serve lunch or anything, right? It's not a like there's no food services.
What does?
Forearms embrace?
Mm,
Like if I stopped in,
like,
Dolce would have feed me or something.
Dolce might.
Are they still there?
Yeah, Dolce runs it.
Okay. I just
Dolce might more because like she knows you than anything else. You know, not because they serve lunch at the place.
Yeah, I was kind of What time? I'm sorry. What time is it right now?
About 3:30.
In the afternoon.
Yes.
Is there any place local here that I could buy like food from lunch?
Oh yeah, you know plenty of like little like back alley like shops, like sandwich places. There's like carts. There's you know this area, so you
Actually,
have like a half dozen places you can just go and pick something up.
Yeah, I'll go to some local like hole in the wall little sandwich shop that I would go to during my lunch breaks at the clinic, and I'll get sandwiches for everybody.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They know you here. You're like the doc, you know. So as you go, you kind of like pick up 5 of these like just fungal meat, but like well like seasoned and stuff that you would not believe is not like an actual like a thick slab of ham, and like a fried egg where it's still like a little bit runny on it, and like a couple of slices of like just like type like kind of white American cheese kind of half melted into the egg. An obscene amount of like this like spicy kind of like sriracha mayo.
Hell yeah, that sounds amazing.
Some tomatoes and lettuce, probably like grown in the back in a hydroponic pod. Toasted bread, you get like 5 of those and they comp yours. So for this, it'll probably be 15 credits, Joke.
Paid them. I'll tip them an extra 2 credits as well.
Alright. And you head back, sandwiches on your arm.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump back to the group rail because Kai reminded me you didn't sell your stuff.
Oh yeah.
Nora left, but she went to go get the shit from the van.
Nora just waited outside and kind of like, here, sell this. Let's just do this very quick. What all are you selling?
I think in the loot menu, I think Figgy already earmarked all the things we're keeping, so everything that's listed is good to sell.
I never know where anything is. So 1 flesh eater gun, 2 hatchets, 2 fighting sticks, the meat hook, 1 flesh melter blade, 2 flesh melter rifles, 7. We're not going to sell the dog tags. She's just going to throw those away.
As you bring these things to her, she lifts an eyebrow and just goes through. Is like, these are press rack.
That's right.
She kind of goes like, I did hear about some
peacekeeping
confrontation over in the garbage processing station. I assume that was you.
That was us.
Grandma knows you have these.
No.
She kind of stirs in. I like you guys. I can get them broken up and sold in another district, perhaps. I'll buy them off. But it'll be our little secret, alright?
Of course. My lips are sealed.
She smiles, and all right. So, what are these exactly? Let me look at the list again.
Okay, and I assume the dog tags are not worth anything.
Yeah.
Okay,
She goes like, those are quaint. Maybe you give him to the vandal. We'll hang him somewhere. What was that, Val?
Oh, just out of character. I think this totals to 560.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, it's
112 for each person?
Yeah, 112. If Wyatt's honest about it.
We are literally watching him.
Yeah, I'm not trying to screw people over while we're doing this.
Sure.
I'm an
I'm
honest
not screw
guy.
people over openly.
Yeah, I'm an honest guy. I'm not offended.
Well, I'm like back up to half the credits I was before, so.
Yeah, I could buy more darts, but I won't.
I won't. Okay, so you guys head back. Cricket Joke says, "I'm gonna go buy some cigarettes," and comes back 40 minutes later.
She did not notice.
She's completely.
She is too absorbed.
As far as you're concerned, Cricket, it could have been 5 minutes. It could have been 3 hours.
That was quick, she says.
And about 30 minutes after that, you hear the van pull in.
There's so much dust.
A mixture of dust, exhaust, and black smoke comes out from under the van.
The dust is from the van.
You hear a backfire, and the radio turns on.
Oh my god. Is it a new quirk?
As you see Nora, Val, and Wyatt coming back from. At this point, I'll say it's 4:30. If you guys want to just change your mods now, it'll be another hour for you, Nora, working on the workshop. By 5:30, everything's modded and you have finished everything.
Right.
When do we need to? When does this guy get off of his shift?
It's a 12-hour shift.
Okay, good.
We have time.
So 2 a.m.
And what time is it currently?
Honestly, the later the better, probably.
Oh, 4.
It's between 5:30 and 6.
Okay.
You can see now, and from Kier's Yard, the view is actually pretty impressive. You can see out into the city. You can never see out to the horizon in Radinov other than these very outlying, on the very edge sections of the city. And you can see kind of the lower city stretching out like tendrils growing onto the dusty plain. And you start to see, you're seeing the very, very beginnings of a sunset. What's the plan next, guys?
We better get suited up.
Yep.
Oh, we should eat, right? We did
yeah.
eat, I assume, while we were doing mods. We were eating and nodding.
Yeah. Jock, do you produce your sandwiches?
Behold.
Cricket is not impressed.
No.
That's
Not a food
too
thing.
thick. It's not gonna fit through her mouth.
Oh, fit through. She's not a food.
You gotta
food.
cram it a little
Gotta
bit.
flatten it out and
See,
Flat.
you
didn't
have
get
to give
flatbread.
her the blue gel so she can just suck on it periodically. That's the only thing she'll eat.
Too true.
It
Eating
stinks too.
She,
great.
she could just compress the sandwich between her hands until it's
Mm-hmm.
wafer thin, and then just
Rolls it.
Yep. Just crushes it, eats it. It's more about getting it in her mouth than anything. Gross.
Can't talk. Got a mod.
Can't exactly. Shoves it and leaves.
What's the so you guys suit up, load up onto the van. Do you guys have any sort of plan as to how you're gonna approach this?
Right, I was gonna bring that up. Didn't Durek,
Also-
that was his name, right? Didn't he mention something about trying to get him to admit to it somehow, to implicate him somehow?
Right. We should probably record some dialogue between himself and us. I imagine there's a couple of us that could do that. Is there anyone that feels they have the best means to do so? Not sure if this function would be built into Cricket's power suit or Hell, or I don't even know if would Spectre be able to record stuff?
Spectre.
And can
I would
datapads
say-
just record audio?
Yeah, a datapad. Anyone who has a datapad would probably also do it.
I was gonna say,
Cricket
Wyatt
always has
could
one on her, so.
sneakily do it too.
Mm.
Just
Yeah.
strap a datapad to my chest. Like,
No one will notice
just-
it.
The nipple just distracts too much.
Speaking of my nipple.
Spectre can also turn invisible, so if he's able to
Oh,
record,
shit,
that would
that's
be our most discreet way to record.
Ooh, we should use him then. The invisibility is
well-
nice.
How are we gonna guarantee that he'll blab to us? He doesn't know us. Well, he might know me.
We just make him talk.
We could try to fake bribe him,
You could wink wonk
and
him.
trap him.
That might work.
We're not. I mean, what are we bribing for? Isn't he just supposed to let us through?
Hmm.
Huh.
I feel like we just ask him a little bit about his operation.
Because asking him outright seems really suspicious.
Nah, it's fine. You just gotta make friends. People are terrible at that.
We could pose as someone who wants to bring Prizrak in, but not on an official job. And say that, we've heard that he'll let them through.
I like that idea.
We're acting as a sort of middleman.
This
I
is
like it.
extremely entrapment, but yeah.
I don't think Durek is really going to mind.
This is capital.
All right, so the plan right now is to head over to Hewitt's elevator and pretend you're trying to get a press rack crew up through the zone that he's guarding, but that they're not in a proper job.
Yeah, it's not an official job. They're basically smuggling some Prizrak in.
Wait, so Dury, did you say was Spectre able to record?
I would say if someone wants to put their data pad on Spectre, he'll be able to do it.
Okay.
So Val, you could put your data pad on Spectre. Like there's probably some system on him that will be able to do that.
Okay.
What if? Do you think he has any logs of payments he's taken anywhere? Because that might also be an option.
I could,
Maybe on his
Yok will
datapad.
take out his rig, and he'll hit a button on it, and this metallic spike produces from one end, and he says, "I could hack into his terminal and take a look."
Might as well.
Maybe I can get that done while you guys are using Spectre to try and get to him to confess.
That sounds good. Multiple avenues to handle this would definitely improve our chances of success.
Yeah, it's just more evidence we collect to put at Durk's feet.
Okay. Anything else to discuss about this, or can we go?
Oh, I think.
Along with that woman back there, jeez.
Oh! Any problems at the ordnance hall?
No.
Yeah, Nora.
Uh oh.
Yes, I caused so many problems.
It's fine.
Out of character, it's actually probably better to stay dressed casual for this rather than dressing in armor, right?
It's not really out of the ordinary to dress in armor here, I don't think.
Yeah, I would say it depends on the armor as well. Nobody's going to bat an eye at light armor, because you can just put a jacket over it or something.
It might look more suspicious if we were going around just without
Yeah.
dangerous areas.
Alright. In that case, Val will shoo everyone out of the van and she will change.
Put your armor back on, and virus suit on. You guys climb back onto the van and start heading to floor 25, Mega Block 15.
Hold
to
up.
the elevator that.
As we're pulling out, I'm keeping
Alright.
my eye on the rear mirror. Just before it gets out of my vision, I'm gonna pull that item to my hand. Out the window of the van.
alright. This is a let's see. This I believe costs you 1 energy to do, right?
Yep.
So you can mark that.
So it
as you're-
should be pretty far away, I assume. But
Yeah, you guys. I would say, everyone can give me a perception check.
Okay.
With insight.
One of my good ones.
Insight.
Perspection. Inspect.
I lost all my luck.
Oh no, you
I've
spent
been
it all.
rolling ones.
Insight. I think.
Not Wyatt, obviously, because he's doing the thing. All right, so Jock and Cricket, which makes sense because you guys are in the back of the van. As the van kind of pulls out, you leave Keever's yard behind. You see as Wyatt kind of like stretches his hand a little bit out the window. Wyatt, are you in the front of the car?
yeah, I'll be in the passenger
Lose your
seat,
arm.
the front seat.
Stretches his hand a little bit, and something flies out of Keever's and follows. And because the van starts to pick up speed, and there's a limited speed at which these things move, for a good 1.5 to 2 seconds, you see this thing trying to catch up to the van. You see this like metallic disc with like a sort of an articulated nozzle or like a clasp on the back, spaces for 2 straps to attach. About the size of a frisbee, just kind of hovering and keeping up before it kind of like. You guys kind of stop a little bit for a turn, and then flies into Wyatt's hand.
I just casually just pull it in the window and set it down beside my feet.
Let's say Joke and Cricket would have both noticed this thing moving.
Yoko
Cricket makes a note.
Yeah, Yoko will remember that.
Trust lowering.
It really was that.
Yoko and Cricket disapprove.
Yeah, exactly.
We're watching.
I'll remember that.
Yes.
Reputation dropped.
You don't even know what happened.
Right.
This is it could
Nora
be an alien.
just inexplicably swerves and hits Wyatt's hand on a sign and breaks it.
I've got the Oblivion NPC guards. Oh. In the name of the law.
It's a UFO. You don't. That's all you know.
This is you can add to your inventory. This is a broken jump pack.
Oh, that's cool. That's actually useful.
You're gonna have to get it fixed.
Right. But still.
You didn't know what it was before you stole it?
Hell no.
Oh my god.
It just looks
I don't know what I steal.
interesting. Did you know what it was when he was
Why
describing
is Wyatt?
All right. So you kind of like put it under Nora. You're focused on the road.
I was looking the other way, seeing if I could cross the road.
Yep. Just waiting for an old lady to kind of cross. And you head to Hewitt's elevator. On each side of the mega blocks are a variety of elevators. These elevators are these wide cargo elevators that are mounted on these enormous rails that travel up and down the sides of the mega block. Not every elevator goes all the way from the Night Zone up to the Milia. Instead, they kind of like break up at different points. They serve as a sort of like a public transit system. They are large. They're massive. Like each of these elevators is almost like a small sideways building that clings to the side of these gigantic structures that are the mega blocks. The elevators move rather slowly, and as such, they only cover a few floors. MB15 has a particularity in which there is a single elevator that goes from the 25th floor to the 30th floor. No other elevator in the mega block services that range. It means that most, if not all, the quote-unquote foot traffic that crosses on MB15 from the Night Zone to the middle zone, or the mid zone, funnels through this elevator, which makes it a prime spot for the society and the enforcers and a lot of other factions to set up controls and gauges and stuff like that. Least of all because the skin pits, the base of operations of the Press Rack in the Night Zone in this district, they're located on the nexus between the 17th, 18th, 15th, and 16th mega block in this kind of central space. So it's close to that. Now, the Press Rack use other elevators to move around, but this one's kind of the most convenient one, just from the funnel aspect of it and how close it is, and the fact that you don't have something like Levs or other people like just securing this area. You know, it's just a society. As you come down on the floor 25, where the elevator kind of like goes up, like pretty much people have to get on the elevator here to go up into the mid zone. You come to a wide, empty kind of like best way to call it would be like a parking yard or a parking lot. There's a myriad of equidistant little poles that seem to be measure parking time, like what do you call these? Parking meters. Yes.
Yeah.
Meters. Each of them topped with a green, blue, or red light, depending on how long there is left on the parking structure. There's a couple dozen shuttle cars parked here, but most of the spots are empty. Some of the shuttle cars seem to have been here a long time, and the red blinking light seems to be like unserviced on the meters. There's a half about like three or four, depending on like how you count them, squat buildings that flank this space, and then on the north side of this space, the massive door of the elevator, seemingly almost like a bulkhead door that just falls. The elevator clings to the side of the wall. You guys see as the door opens. It is dark here because it is officially the Night Zone, and it is nighttime above, so the little bit of light that would filter down here at this time of the day is fading pretty quickly. the thing just opens, and you see a small cluster of people just kind of like flood into the elevator. A couple shuttle cars kind of park on one side. The elevator kind of, after about 10 minutes of being open, closes with a hiss, and the entire thing starts to very quickly move. It's like you're seeing a sideways skyscraper crawl up the side of this mega block. This cycle continues, and it takes the elevator about an hour. Just crawl all the way up to the
Jesus.
like 26. To the 30th, and then down, like stopping at every time, picking people up, and moving back and forth like that. It is a slow movement, but it is one of the few ways outside of having your own shuttle to transport like cargo, especially if you have heavy cargo. You have to use these elevators. On the edges of this like parking lot of sort, there's like a hustle and bustle of an active section of the night zone. There's little like cramped sort of like street markets that stretch out. There's the lights of the buildings permanently out. The buildings have this kind of haphazard construction where they're almost like climbing on top of one another. Several of them kind of close up, and as opposed to the upper levels where you can see clear divisions where the streets are, here past this parking lot as the streets kind of narrow and like stretch out, they get narrower, and the buildings kind of clump up to the point where all you can sort of see is this field of lights and like crisscrossing buildings and beams and walkways. It's kind of like an ordered chaos of sorts. Give me, as you guys pull up, you come down from the Milia, from the Skyway, and take a sideways, sideways turn, and you come to the easternmost entrance to this parking, like giant parking space. One of the only like roads really wide enough to drive the van properly, without just having to start and stop for all the people just walking on the street to move. Everyone give me perception checks.
Shit,
Shit.
please. There we go. My luck is back.
Oh, nice.
Why not?
Perception.
Nora coming in clutch.
Is Wyatt the crit fail king yet?
No, definitely not. Not yet.
All right. Jock, you're familiar with these types of elevators. This is not the one you took though on 27. So like this is MB on 17. This is MB 15. So this ain't your turf specifically.
Yeah.
Even though it's the beginning of the night zone, like the district is so massive. Wyatt, you always try to go up. This ain't, and Val, you this is as far removed from your experience as anyone could ever be, as anything could ever be. Nora and Jock and Cricket, however, even though you don't have experience in this particular night zone and this particular elevator, there's something about like the analytical mind, especially how these operations work. You immediately think there's a lot of people here. If Hewitt is meant to be running security in this elevator, he would be in a place where he can stop people from going in. So that would be at the very door. And as you look, you do see on the on the left side of the massive door, two men that seem to be doing little more than people watching. One of them is large with a studded leather jacket, wide-bodied, big cheeks, big like bulbous nose, and a pair of like kind of like mirrored, like darkened glasses. A little bit of light shows that these are some sort of scanner. A blonde mohawk and like a little bit of a blonde, like a little blonde beard, arms crossed. The other is like tall and muscular, big chin with a nasty scar that kind of crawls up the side of his face. A sort of like beanie that mostly covers his eyes, and he is wearing medium armor in dark blues with a couple like white stripes on one side. They're just looking at people as they walk in and out. And as Cricket and Nora, as you were both looking, you park the van and you're kind of like staking out the place because you don't know where these people are. You see the man with the blonde mohawk elbows the other and nods, and the other man breaks up, like just walks towards a small group of people that are walking into the elevator and kind of puts his hands up, and he talks to a man that seems to be leading these people. There's a quick switch of something. Something is handed to this tall, strongly built man. He nods towards the elevator. A small group of people, seemingly a family. There's a couple children with them, but like 7 of them. 7 people in total, not 7 children. Make their way into the elevator, very like hurried steps, trying to catch it before it closes. And this muscular man goes back to the other man, and they sit back against the wall once more. A couple empty drinks next to them. Bunch of like aging, like just peeled posters for like shows and stuff, like it's kind of like plastering the wall behind them.
Now, I've never been through one of these elevators. Is it normal for security, quote unquote, to take credits before you enter the elevator? Is it normal to pay for it?
No.
Okay.
Unless you're paying for something.
I feel like Cricket would know this is very non-standard of a thing.
Yeah, I think both of you would go like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Especially a family.
I guess we're gonna be a family today.
Yeah,
whack me, Grandpa.
Trying to Vin Diesel us, aren't you?
Family. God.
Meets family.
Cricket's gonna try and make eye contact with either Kai or not Kai, I guess Val or Joke. Which I don't know if they'll notice because it's just a giant freaking she's usually kind of staring at them. Nora
her helmet just slowly turns towards you.
It's like a loud buzzing noise as it turns.
Like,
yes, Cricket?
Yeah. Okay.
We might have a bit of an issue getting into the lift, it seems.
Oh.
Just a heads up.
Oh, why is that?
Do you see those 2 men over there?
Yeah.
I think they're muscle. It looks like they're taking something, or maybe requiring money. I can't quite tell. I think I saw them exchange credits.
Val turns to the others. Is a bribe usually customary for an elevator pass?
That's exactly what we're here to get Hewitt for. One of those guys is probably Hewitt.
Exactly.
Not very standard, no. Typically, you're allowed to go and leave whenever you wish.
I see. Does this change our strategy at all then? I know why you had mentioned that you had kind of just wanted to talk to him about his practices and stuff.
No, I think we just go along with Joker's idea of just posing as interested.
A family.
No.
Oh, that's right.
I am the mom.
Interested parties and
on behalf of Prizrek, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like they might be shaking people up for money anyway, so...
All right.
All the better. I suppose at this point, if we're out here, I probably should have Spectre start recording, huh?
Oh.
He is ready.
get him hidden.
Okay. Val will mount the data pad on the Spectre and have him turn invisible.
All right, Spectre. Do you want to? Because his invisibility. How long does his invisibility last?
Let's see.
Minute, right?
Yes, 1 minute.
So you sure you want to do it now, or do you want to wait a little bit?
How far away are we from him?
The parking space is maybe I would say about 3 blocks in
Oh yeah, that's a little more than a minute.
Oh, okay.
diameter. It's like about three blocks by 2 blocks. You know, this like huge parking lot. A lot of it empty. A lot of it there's like people walking around. There's like people like selling stuff on the floor. You know.
Okay.
I will say one last thing. You guys also noticed on the other side of the elevator door, not inside but across the elevator door from these 2 men that you saw, there's a couple of enforcers. They're just kind of like just leaning out, looking out, like peering over the edge down into the night zone. And one of them smoking, and they seem to just be talking. They're about like 60 feet from the 2 men that you saw.
Oh, that complicates things.
Maybe we should talk to them
No.
first. And just
I think. What if the enforcers are his crew? Derek said he's got people he hangs out with at protection. What if they're the enforcers?
Good
But I
point.
thought Dirk said he was going to send away his protection. Which also begs the question: why is there a second person standing next to Hewitt?
Interesting.
he might
Well-
just have-
Durek likely pulled as many of Hewitt's crew as he could, but might not be
Yeah.
able to bring everybody. Hewitt
Yeah, he
maybe
can't
kept a
pull
retainer
people
or
who
two.
don't actually work for him. You know.
yeah.
Why don't we just go talk to him?
Which one
the
is him,
enforcers?
though? No, just Hewitt himself.
Wait, what? Is Nora saying we talk to Hewitt or the enforcers?
All of them.
Do you guys want to split up, or
Well, we can go to the enforcers first. Or go to Hewitt first, and then when we get shaken up for credits, go tell on him to the enforcers.
Well, we
Well,
don't want to do
what-
that because then the enforcers would arrest him.
Yeah, we want to take him to
I
Derek.
think they'd probably just arrest us if they're on his side, though.
Exactly.
They're not going to care.
We would have to change our strategy depending upon who they're aligned with. I think maybe what would be best if one of us just talks to the enforcers just for the purpose of distracting them, so they're not looking at Hewitt when we have to do what we have to do.
Nora puts a hand on Wyatt's shoulder. Go show him your nipple, man.
I could also do so. I'm fairly large, so they might not be able to see around me.
That's a good point.
You're also extremely deadly, and we need to bring this guy in alive. So that's fair.
Derek, can you illustrate the situation a little bit?
you want a little
better
map?
for me?
Yeah, let's do a little
A
map.
little
I
map.
think-
Just a
yeah.
little.
A little map.
I just need a little visualization. I'm a visual learner.
Same. Gotta give
All
that.
right, one sec.
I want to know if there's like spots where we can.
Yeah, let me
Put him-
do you a little.
We can tuck him
info
in,
map.
put him to sleep. That the other people can't see.
Give me one sec. All right, this is gonna be a little bit rough, but
That's fine.
We good with rough.
Just need some spatial relationship.
yeah. So let me pull all of you guys into this map.
No more city background. I love it looking at it
So
though.
pretty.
Yeah, the map is very nice terrain.
Beautiful.
Oh, we're looking at this trash.
All right.
Bye, man. Please. Have it on bed.
Oh my god! You're not gonna have
Falls
to
in a
retrieve
night
it.
zone.
Nora just accidentally leaves the Parking brake off.
Leave it and drive and put a stone on the
Drives out of
gas.
It would be just like her to forget what Kiever said, though, and it would probably survive the fall.
Yeah.
I know.
We get down
They
the night
find
zone
it
is
registered
waiting for
to
us.
live.
Even more beat up next time.
Somebody
Still
would
runs,
just
though.
inexplicably bring it back. Hey, you lost this.
Get fined for it too.
I'm gonna make you guys little.
Like a Nora's like, God damn it!
You're making us little?
You're probably gonna be. You would probably be even littler than this in this space, but okay. So
Little?
here you have this. There's the edge of the zone, the edge of the what you call it? The edge of the mega block on the north side. So beneath it, just kind of like a drop into the night zone. There's some crisscrossing like bridges that connect the mega blocks, masses of swarms of like shuttle cars just going back and forth. But for the most part, it's a drop past that spot. You have this massive elevator that kind of hugs the edge, and there are these rails on either side that climb up the side of the mega block. The elevator has a huge door that's kind of just opens, and like people can go in, cars can park in here. On this side of the elevator, there's a wall, and you see there's a variety of kind of like buildings, but also like small streets that peel off of this central sort of like parking lot. So there's like a bunch of like small, and as you look out, like these streets are very narrow. Most of them you could fit the van through, the cucaracha through, but it would be a thing where like there's so much foot traffic. There's like little stalls that are on the street, you know, that there's like stores that kind of like or houses that just kind of like almost grow out into a street, that it would be very start and stop to move through this space. Here you have this sort of like parking structure with dozens of these little rods, like meters. Most of them are empty. All along lining these buildings, there's like businesses, like small like nooks and crannies, alleys. There's like a lot of stuff around. There's like small stores that you can sell a variety of stuff, and the most populated sections, like the sections with the most people, are like the sections hugging all these businesses, and then the section immediately before the entrance of the building, the entrance of the elevator. Excuse me. Lots of people like just kind of like waiting because it takes about considering that whole loop takes an hour, is every 30 minutes and people can get on here, you know. There's shuttle cars, pallets. There's like a whole like mess of people and like stuff just waiting to be loaded. And there's just sort of like again an ordered chaos about the whole thing. You guys on your cucaracha. Oh no, one sec. I drew this on the token layer. I can move it. One sec. I'm just gonna bring you guys back in, I think. Okay. So you guys on the cucaracha would have come in from here. The two men you see are here.
Oh, they're portraited.
Well,
He
there
looks
he
like
is.
a pig. He has a pink nose.
Yeah, I hate him already.
That's a lot of that's a lot of effort for someone that's about to be doomed the moment he gets sent back to Durek. He
He's
looks
about to
amazing
get a
now.
pipe through his mouth.
Unless this goes deeper than it seems, because we know JD.
True.
He likes to lead us on crazy wild goose chases.
What?
So freaking cool.
You will never get your car.
Yeah, I know.
No.
He's like, you should make her a pilot and give her a car, and she can have the group car. I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna give it to you.
Oh my
You got the
God.
group
Accent
car.
that you used.
You have the group car. What are you talking about?
I don't. I'm gonna throw this off
How-
the map.
How the heck are we gonna abduct Hewitt with all of these onlookers? That's
I doubt the onlookers
We're
really
on this
care.
side.
With
I'll just
It's
style.
just the
Everybody,
enforcers
don't
we
worry.
have to distract.
Cricket's big enough. No one will see behind her. It's fine.
is what Talos said par for the course, Dury. Like, will
What
they
was that?
literally not, like? Will the onlookers literally not care?
They'll probably just move to the
It's
side.
possible. Like you don't know. Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Okay, they're
On
pretty
the other
far
hand-
away.
On the other hand, they can go through the elevator for free.
I was gonna say, why would they, these guys that are fleecing, them, why would they like step up and be like, hey, don't you?
I think we should pose as just people trying to get on the elevator and see if they like come and try to hit us
I
up
mean-
for credits.
But we do need to get footage of them, like for specifically the Prizrak stuff, though.
Yeah.
I don't think we need
I
to
don't
get
know,
footage. We
do
just
we?
need their confession. Or his confession.
Yeah, like, do we need footage of the Prizrak stuff? Because that's like a really weird situation that I don't think we can replicate.
We just need
Evidence.
proof.
Yeah, we need proof that he's bribing, that he's taking bribes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I changed the
And that can be on his datapad even.
That's what I was
Right.
gonna say.
That too.
the size of the quote unquote grid for this. So if you measure stuff, it should measure mostly accurately.
Dury, could
Okay.
could
Mhm.
we get a little bit of clarification in terms of what Durek wants?
Derek wants some proof that Hewitt is taking bribes to not do his job. Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be specifically Prizrak. So just so you
Right.
guys know exactly, Hewitt's job is to prevent people who are, say, heavily armed or are known to be a danger to those that are paying the society for protection from making it up into the mid zone.
I see.
Obviously, the main culprit of this is the Prizrak. So Prizrak are usually only allowed if they have a contract. Goes like, hey, no, we've been hired. We're gonna go to 35. We're gonna kill these guys. They have nothing to do with the society. Okay, cool, you go. You know?
Okay. So taking bribes for us to go down there would be a breach of that.
You are a heavily armed group, and if you are very evidently armed, and there's a suspicion that you are gonna go kill or hurt someone that the society is supposed to be protecting, Hewitt should not be allowing you up.
Jerry, does this look like his office here next to him or behind him?
There's a myriad of buildings here. I would say, Joke, for you, it would make sense that he would have an office or some space that is a proper office that overlooks this area. So it could be anywhere on these buildings. It could be the one he's standing in front of. There's dozens of doors and like openings and like hallways that lead into these buildings all around, you know?
Okay.
There's also a lot of like nooks and crannies and whatnot that you can sneak in through. And there's like large cluster of people. There's also clusters of people all on the periphery. There's small groups like, there's people playing music. There's people like selling stuff. There's like, you hear like the sounds of just like street, like carts like frying random stuff in the street.
Yolk will turn to the group and say, "Okay, so you guys do what you need to do. If Hewitt leads you back to his office, then I will attempt to hack into his terminal and see if I can find anything that we can present to Dirk. Otherwise, it's probably on you guys to get a recording of him saying something.
Very good. Also, I'd like to add, in terms of our strategy for takedown, Wyatt, it seems like you have a strategy developed for Hewitt. I will, because he has someone next to him, I can ready myself to sleep dart the his henchmen when the time comes.
Dury, did I get my girl put together?
You, it's not a hard thing to make. So I would say you could have like had a cricket attach the wire to the two pieces of plastic on the
She's just
in the car.
looking at it confused, like, what the hell is this supposed to be?
It was a yo-yo the first time she made it, but like
You made it a jump rope, actually.
yeah, first time, yeah.
Nora, would you like to accompany us in person and back up whoever needs, or do you want to stay in the car for it to be ready?
I'm fine going.
All right.
He
Sounds
might
good.
react more if he sees my face. So, if he knows what I look like, at least. The only indicator the others had was the suit. So,
Very good. I suppose I should also activate Spectre's invisibility at this moment, since we are about to head out.
All right. So, is everyone gonna go talk directly to Hewitt? Are you guys spraying out in any way? What's the? Feel free to move your tokens to show me like what are the directions everyone's going.
I'll go talk to Hewitt.
are you gonna go straight to him, or are you gonna try to access the elevator?
No, I'm gonna go more towards him. Like casually, just kind of, walking slow. I'll probably pretend like I'm gonna get in the elevators and then just kind of wander over towards him to talk.
All right. So Wyatt's heading for Hewitt. Joker, you trying to blend with the crowd?
Yes, the 4 there was for his sneak check.
Wow. All right. You are very easily blending in with the crowd. You fit the bill here. Outside of your blazer, it sticks a little bit out, but you are doing a good job at this. Val, Nora, and Cricket, what are you guys doing?
Val will also try to blend in with the crowd.
Give me a performance check or a sneak check.
Actually, I imagine Yoke probably turned his academy jacket inside out, so it just looks
good
more
call.
plain and worn.
Val, everyone rolling really well to blend in with the crowd. Val and Joke disappear into the crowd.
What the hell?
As like a couple of people kind of like elbow you, Val, and goes like, "Hey, get in line! Come on, jeez!" As like you do get pushed a little bit further south than you would expect, Val, but you blend in perfectly.
Okay.
Is Spectre calling with me?
Ideally as close to Wyatt as possible.
All right. Is he? We're gonna wait a little bit to know what everyone's doing before we determine when exactly Spectre goes invisible, because a minute can pass very quickly. Nora and Cricket.
So Wyatt is just going to be talking to them himself right now.
He's walking towards them.
Okay. She's going to find the nearest garbage item and kind of try to look like a garbage mech, just picking up junk and garbage.
All right,
doing her
give me a performance check with charisma. I'm gonna give you a major advantage in this. I'm gonna give you a +2 in this.
I don't think Cricket's even performing. I think she just wants to collect garbage.
It's used to that's a major advantage. Give me a +2 with that +2.
Performance and charisma.
Yes.
+2. Awesome.
She's just trying to get
All right. Perfectly believable garbage mech. Where are you doing your garbage mech duties in this space?
As close to everybody and Wyatt as I possibly can. So probably, just around here.
Feel free to move your token. Yeah.
Oh wait, wait, who's going to talk to enforcers then?
Yeah, Nora's looking at the enforcers like, wait, what?
Oh,
Talk to the
if it
enforcers,
was
Nora?
if it was the enforcers I was
Well-
talking to, I can switch over to doing that. I thought I was talking to the. I completely misunderstood. I can do that though, and you can.
Yeah, I think just keeping the enforcers distracted is really all you need to do.
Okay, well, she's gonna go up to them with her garbage to ask questions about the garbage that she has in her hand. She's still a garbage mech, though.
I need you guys to play that out for me.
Nora is
yeah.
still a little confused because now Val and Yokuk have disappeared. So she's gonna do the opposite and look as like dangerous and stick out as much as she can to try to get Hewitt's attention. Because I thought that's what we were doing, unless I'm like sorely mistaken. So I'm gonna do presence.
All right, yeah. Be a presence encouragement check. You're trying to, be a threat. I guess.
I want him to come to me and be like, "Hey, you can't go down there."
All right.
So, yeah. Ooh, why'd you move me there?
This just in case this area goes up. Like you're in the night zone. He was meant to prevent people from getting on it and going up.
Okay, yeah. Well, sorry,
Yeah.
she doesn't need to go up there then.
Yeah, give me a presence check. We can do strength or charisma.
I thought the idea was
Right.
that we all just pretend like we're wanting some Prizrak to help us with a job, and we need to talk to him about getting them.
Well, but we just saw that they were just asking normal people for credits to go up. So I figure if we look
Sure.
dangerous, we don't have to ask for Prizrak. We're in the wrong place to ask for Prizrak.
Mhm.
Are we there?
Um,
I mean, I thought this is the elevator they come up.
Yeah, but we would need to go to them, not... I don't know if we would ask Hewitt, necessarily.
The idea was somebody would pose as a middleman. And
Yeah,
say,
yeah. Like, say we have
hey,
Prizrak ready to come up, basically.
I need to pay you off to bring some Prizrak up for a job
Yeah.
that's not on the books.
Exactly.
Right, well, I'm still going to do presents.
Yeah.
You can be dangerous. That's right.
Do I have my fancy stuff on my armor? That's social test to persuade or negotiate. That won't count here, right?
Yeah, I would say if you had an intimidation thing, it would. But yeah.
I do on my mask, which gives me 4.
All right.
And
4.
I did
Wow.
put my mask on for this.
Everyone's rolling like the forest. Like okay, so
We have been rolling
lots of stuff
crazy.
going on at the same time. So we're gonna go one by one. We're gonna start. Well, Joke and Val, you're trying not to be noticed. You melt into the crowd. Joke, you kind of go to the end of the crowd. No one kind of bugs you. Val gets at the very almost halfway into it, and she gets pushed a bit back, but she managed to kind of sneak her way through, and she is very quietly. A few people you do notice as you are among the crowd, Joke and Val. A few people are armed here, but no one seems to be fully decked out for combat. But it's not uncommon to see weapons in the street here. You gotta if you go to a place that is meant to be secure, then it's more likely you won't be allowed to be in with your weapons or your armor. But right now, out here, people have a piece for protection. You know,
Mhm.
Everybody's stacked. Cricket, you pretend to be a garbage bag, just walking around, picking a piece of garbage. Grab I guess you grab a trash bin from the edge of this space, and you kind of throwing garbage in it. What do you say to the enforcers as you approach? They're both kind of just looking over the edge. Down into further down in the night zone. One of them smoking. They seem to be having a bit of a conversation.
She'll approach him with the little garbage can. I guess it looks little in her hand. I don't know. And she'll kind of clear her throat. She has also switched on a voice modulator, so she sounds a little more mechy.
Okay.
Not so, I guess, however she sounds
Herself.
to people, but yeah herself. She said she kind of tries to get their attention and starts talking.
Is there any trash that is required to be removed from the area. That is important. I have a job to complete, and I am very, very, I really would like to get as much trash as possible. Please give me your trash.
All right, so yeah, you approach that kind of saying that you hear that they're kind of talking. It goes like, yeah, well, and then they grew back. And it's like, what do you mean he grew back? I don't know. Doctor stumped too, but he says he's never seen anything. And then they kind of turn around. I see it kind of like both kind of go like, what the hell? The other one's like, is this a prototype program they're running here? As they look at you as you're asking for trash, you kind of like push forward. On the two you rolled, I would say like one of them kind of like looks around and the other goes like, well, give the robot some trash. And he kind of like just searches in his pockets and he kind of pulls like it's like, these okay? And like a receipt.
Yes. Protocol requires that I clean every inch of this area. So as much garbage as you can direct me to, it would be quite wonderful. I will stay here as long as possible. Try to look through as many pockets as you have. I'm sure you have more garbage.
They kind of look at each other, and the other one, like the first one, goes like, "Wait, they are getting mix to clean every inch of the night zone." And the other one's like, "No, maybe the Milia's people there are kind of like bored. They have too much money." It's like, I swear, it's just such a waste. Give me diplomacy or deception check with charisma, Cricket. I'm gonna give you again major advantage because you do look like a robot.
Okay, diplomacy. So which one for diplomacy?
Diplomacy and charisma, and I'm gonna give you a +2 on this.
Diplomacy. Where is it? Diplomacy and charisma.
I can do that or deception. Yeah. I roll some insight checks for these guys.
Oh dang.
Just to see if any of them can see through this weird mech that just approached them, painted green and pink with hearts on it.
Nothing
Supposed to
suspicious
work for
about
the
that.
city. And stickers, yeah.
Part of
Yeah,
a new
I'm
art
kinda-
social program.
They narrow their eyes as they start to take stock of what you look like, Cricket.
Mhm.
And one of them goes like, "Wait a minute." Kind of leans forward. You're not the usual trash mech.
No, I am a refurbished nanny bot. They had to, money. Money's an issue. They did not want to buy brand new mechs, so they just got all the nanny bots and refurbished them to be garbage mechs.
The other one's like, "Wait, they did not reset you, like change your programming? Like, how do you know you were a nanny bot?"
Look at me. Why would a garbage bot have hearts on them? And these stickers.
Looks at the other, is like, "Hey, this makes a good point."
Flawless. Flawless.
The enforcement, yeah, the quality law enforcement in right enough. I will say, Cricket, you successfully distracted these two enforcers, at least for now, as they're trying to. They know something's weird about you, but you're managing to deflect enough that neither of them wants to like go like, "No, I'm very suspicious of this weird robot." Nora,
Awesome.
on a 4, are you trying to kind of like push your way to the front? Are you trying? How are you looking like intimidating in this scenario?
Well, I wasn't trying to be intimidating
draw attention, I
necessarily.
guess,
Just like to stick out, kind of. Yeah, it's a good question. I was just hoping I would get the attention of the dude who knows there's a bounty, sort of on me.
So you're just trying to draw attention.
Yeah, so I've got my mask on, and I'm just standing there and just kind of have my weapon out, just twirling it, not threateningly, just
Just twirling the weapon.
slowly twirling it, like kind of not twirling because that sounds like I'm playing with a small gadget,
Yeah.
but flourishing
Spinning it.
it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So if you're doing that, I was saying on a 4, you'd be very noticeable.
Okay.
But we're gonna jump to Wyatt first, real quick, and then we're gonna come back to you, because it all is happening simultaneously. Wyatt, Spectre's behind you. Val, I'll say Spectre can probably stay like more than 30 feet away from Wyatt and hugging the wall, and won't be very noticeable. And you can tell me when he would go invisible and move in, because like he only has a minute.
I see.
Mhm.
I feel like it'd have to be pretty much as soon as Wyatt starts talking to Hewitt.
Okay. So
Is there
as
a
soon as
way-
Wyatt starts talking,
Is there a way I could trigger it?
I'll say you all have comms to one another, as long as you have comms.
Okay.
I don't have ear comms. That's probably something I should have bought. Oops.
I could give you a keyword or something.
Well,
you
your
can
comms
also
are.
just-
Val has a risk communicator, so like
Yeah.
at least you'd be able to tell her.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
would
you could
say-
just trigger it whenever you feel like it sounds
You
like.
could have also told Spectre, hey, the moment Wyatt starts talking, move in, go invisible, record. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spectre
Yeah.
like can he can't talk, but he can fulfill instructions.
Okay. Yeah. Also, would we not have been able to park the van any closer?
Yeah, you could have moved the van. Where would you have liked to park the van? These are all parking spots, so
I mean, it might be good to have it like way over here so we can have like a little bit of
Yes.
a getaway.
Yeah. Is
that
that
okay?
is that reasonable?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Just so we can pull out fast.
yeah.
Yeah, the van could have been parked there. Totally fine. All right. So as Wyatt, you approach these two men. You see them kind of arms crossed, just scanning the space. The blonde one that seems to call the shot, so you assume it's Hewitt, kind of just glances in your direction and just snorts a little bit as he kind of like looks up. He's got a lit sensei in his mouth. He just seems to be kind of like rolling his lips a little bit. Doesn't say anything to you as you approach.
Shit. I was going to offer him a cigarette.
It is in the picture.
Bail out, guys.
Do it anyways.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Drop shit and run.
I can't see it in his picture. I guess I gotta zoom in closer.
Oh, it's like underneath the top
The name,
token's name. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll just kind of like lean back, I guess, so I'll close enough for him to hear me. And just say, busy day herding cattle, huh?
Kind of takes a look at you. Give me a diplomacy check.
Already?
Yeah, just I wanna like get a first impression check on this.
It might be good to have some dice around this.
You want some command dice?
Maybe just one.
Let me see how many I have left.
You should have 3, right? I picked
Yes.
2 earlier.
Yeah, I'll give you one.
Hold on. If only I could have gotten some slutty clothing mods. This would have been so much easier.
If
This
only.
guy seems like the kind who would appreciate nipple.
He does. Just one. Shit.
Yeah, he can suckle on it like a pig.
God. Good thing it isn't Nora to talk to him. Like her first thing would have been like, "Hey, you look like a pig."
What's
Should
up,
have
piggy
opened
man?
that.
Big boy.
Walks up to him and goes like,
I mean, maybe he's into that degradation.
Might be.
and she's wearing a suit and she's a big stick. So
Yeah, it's true.
Ask me what I like to do with my stick.
No.
The footage we end up showing Derek makes him very uncomfortable.
like, ooh, that's the picture.
Oof.
Oof. He kind of glances at you and goes like, "Not a great one. Busy. Too much to be engaging in idle talk. I hope you don't mind. Move along now, boy.
No, I don't mind at all, but I
Ooh.
had more than just idle talk.
Yeah, like grabs the sensei, takes a drag, and just pushes it down a little bit. I was like, more than idle talk. I assume then you want to talk biz.
I'm mirroring his behaviors, like smoking also.
All right.
Just, what else would I have to talk to you about?
And I was like, puts the thing to his lips again. Oh no, you don't seem scuffed. Must be a reason why you're coming to me directly instead of
Oh, I'm so scuffed. I'm so fucking scuffed you don't even understand.
narrows his eyes and goes like, all right, you talk. I may or may not listen depending on how much I like what I hear. Why, as you're about to talk, he kind of puts his hand up and goes like, 1 second, boy. Narrow, like just leans forward, elbows the guy next to him, and the guy goes, oh, what is it? He was like, see that? There were some questions. And the guy starts walking into the crowd.
There you go.
Perfect. I was going to suggest that if that didn't happen, so that worked out well.
That's who he
Nice,
sent in
nice,
the crowd
nice,
before,
nice.
right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I figured.
More trouble, huh?
He kind of goes like, not necessarily. Maybe a opportunity just fell in my lap. Now,
He
you're
does.
going to talk about something actually interesting, right? So you claim?
That's what I claim. You're Hewitt, right?
Maybe.
Cool. Nice to meet you, Hewitt. I've been told you can possibly help me out. I have a job to do. And I need your skills to make it happen.
He kind of like, was like, I'm booked. See, I'm doing important work here. And he kind of like puts his hand up and points at like all the like people like swarming the entrance. 30 seconds left on Spectre's invisibility.
Hold up a cred stick. I'm just kind of waving it. Just kind of like, he can't see how much is on it or
Come out.
anything. Just holding it up just to kind of like taunt him.
Give me a sneak and dex check, and this is sleight of hand.
Okay. Snake, Dex. Okay. It's not a test to hide or move quickly, though, right?
No.
3.
3. He looks at you, looks at the crest stick real quick. Oh, you seem to be talking serious.
Of course.
Bad luck to discuss business out in the open. Come, step into my office.
Alright, but this needs to be quick. I don't have a lot of time to fuck around.
I like quick. He puts he brings up a data pad and he touches the thing. You see as a door opens here.
Oh, loud.
Just a door to like a small like apartment building looking thing. A light gaunt figure kind of like just steps out.
What the hell is this? Oh god.
His backup.
No, there's more of a. Okay, I'll follow him in there.
They nod at Hewitt and they kind of like take the spot here
Okay, good.
as Hewitt starts leading you into this building. While that is happening, Nora,
Mm-hmm.
now you see very noticeable this like huge guy in like a long overcoat, armored shoulders, like this blue like dark blue chest piece with a couple like white chalky lines on the side, the beanie, and like big jaw with a scar. Just kind of like starts pushing through people and was like, move, come on, society business. Pushes an old lady to the side, and he's just very definitely like just eyes fixed on you, making his way towards you.
Okay.
Do you do
I will.
anything?
I will pretend to, quote unquote, notice that he's shoving people around, and just sort of watch him come through and see who he's going after. I don't know if I can do anything right now.
He pushes through Jock and Val. You guys both see now Wyatt is going into a building on the left side. A third person has stepped out of the same building and leaned where Hewitt was. And the large kind of like man that Hewitt was with is now standing in front of Nora, staring down at her. Kind of goes like, "Afternoon."
I'll do like one more little twirl of my nunchuck and just kind of tuck it behind my arm.
It was like, "You'll excuse me, ma'am. It seemed a little bit fancy for the scum we usually get around here."
Really? Is that a problem?
Not a problem. But you see, we're society. We're for people up top. Couple levels up top. We get paid to scout out anyone suspicious. Keep them good people in the mid-zone safe. You're armed. Pretty suit. Well, you don't look like a mini. So, let's say you qualify as suspicious.
Oh man, I was really going for the corpo look. Did I fuck it up that bad?
Kind of smiles and goes like, "Listen, just a few questions. You would please step into our office. My boss will want to talk to you, and then you're free to take the elevator."
Okay. Lead the way.
All right, follow me, please. And turns around and start heading the same direction Wyatt went in.
Nora has no fucking clue what she's doing right
Damn
now.
it.
I'm going to.
Cricket, you do notice at this point that Nora's being following this guy. Val, Joe, Cricket, are you guys doing anything?
I was actually gonna just have her say, actually, I don't think I want to follow you into your office.
He kind of like stops and goes, "Excuse me."
I didn't do anything wrong. Just because I have nicer clothes than you. Classist much?
He kind of like straightens up a bit and just cracks his neck. "Now, see here, I was trying to be all diplomatic."
Oh, but you were shoving those people around trying to get to me. That wasn't very nice. I'm gonna take off running.
You take him running. He's gonna try to grab you. He's gonna try to grab your arm.
Just whoop.
Give me. You can do a Dex Innovation or a Strength and Grapple.
Alright, I'm trying to just make him chase me, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Evasion and Dex is actually better than Strength and Grapple right now. Are you kidding me? 7. Yup. One sec. I fucked up.
He tries to grab you. He catches the edge of your suit, and you immediately kind of do like a little spin and like tug it out of his hand.
Away with my
with your stick or your elbow?
Yeah, with my stick.
He's like, "Fuck!" As he starts running after Nora, he kind of just like, "We gotta run her!" And this girl immediately starts taking off as well.
There you go, guys.
God damn, well done, Nora.
Nice.
Perfect.
as these two are chasing off after Nora, I'm gonna move you guys off here because it is like you're running. It's fast. What is everyone else doing?
Seeing that,
Yeah, go ahead.
seeing the current change of events, Val is actually going to just get into the van and just start up the driver's seat.
Yook is going to, as soon as the lady passes, or I'm sorry, as soon as the one with the glasses passes, and as soon as Hewitt and Wyatt are inside of the office there, Yook's going to move over here. He lights up a scent smoke. Hell's with him there. Thank you.
Also, Spectre is following Wyatt still.
Yeah.
30 seconds to make it get fast.
It's alright, I'm working on a plan B.
Nice.
Yook produces the spike from his rig, slams that into the wall, kind of takes a puff from his smoke, looks around, makes sure nobody's looking directly at him, and just leans against the wall. He's having a smoke, but he's also on his rig, and he's going to try and hack into Hewitt's terminal.
All right. Val is starting the car. Joke is hacking in. Sorry, Val.
Yeah, one more thing. When Hewitt goes into his office and sits down, like, is he sitting at a desk?
Right now, they've stepped into the building and they're going up a set of stairs.
Okay.
Mm.
They're not at the office yet.
Okay, once they're at the office, I might have a thing I want Spectre to do.
Yeah, no worries. You can from your data pad you can send Inspector commands as long as he's within probably 500 feet or something like that.
Okay.
Cricket, are you still trying to distract these enforcers? It's gonna get a bit harder because there's chaos going on now as these two people are chasing a girl in a suit across the parking space, or are you trying to do something different?
Well, how did the enforcers react? Are they paying attention to it?
They were both looking at you as they hear the noise, hey, oh, we got a runner. The enforcers, at first, both of them kind of grab. They have these SMGs hanging on their sides. They both kind of grab them, and then they kind of look and narrow their eyes, and then one of them shakes his head, and the other one kind of goes every time. But they are looking.
Should I keep? I'm wondering if I should keep distracting them, trying to. Let me just look where it is right now.
Out of character, yeah, it's up to you. Out of character, it seems to me like that's an indication that the enforcers are being paid off by the society, if not by Hewitt personally. It's hard to say whether they would interject if they saw us dragging Hewitt's unconscious body into a van, though.
You don't think they'd
Hard to
object
say
to
if they could. It's hard to say if they would even get to us in time, considering Val has the van already started and running right there. We can. Honestly, it might be better for you to make your way back over here so that everybody just piles into the van when we go and pick up Nora.
Cricket just surprise pushes the enforcers off the side of the mega block.
Oh my god.
or that, yeah.
Actually, is there a possibility? How big is the garbage can she's holding?
One person will fit in it. Two, a little bit hard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a trash bin, from the street.
Try to do the Skyrim technique where you just put a bucket over their heads.
Pretty much. I was just gonna put it over top of them and leave. By
Can't see anything.
Oh, must have been the wind.
Blind.
Help, I'm blind. Okay, well, she's going to place the big garbage can in front of them and nod and say,
Job complete. Please, can you make sure to continue to ask people to put their garbage inside of this can? I will continue to clean the rest of the area. Thank you.
and she'll start kind of heading over there towards
Give me a
them.
deception check, Cricket. I'll still give you a major advantage because you've managed so far.
Okay, doke. Skill test. Deception. Why can't I ever find it? And Intelligence?
Yes. Oh, deception and charisma.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Deception and charisma.
I'm gonna give you a +2.
Okay. Charisma. Oh, that's a 1. Come on. All right.
All right. As you put the Garrosian down and say this, the enforcer kind of look at each other and go like, "All right, one second, mech friend. You're
Yes.
supposed to clean this whole area, right?"
That is completed, I believe.
They kind of look at like just trash everywhere. As this is like a parking space with a bunch of people, and there's like at the edges, and goes like, "Wait, I do think it's hardly completed. Who dispatched you here?"
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to say who dispatched me here. However, I do know that I have a few things that need to be worked out in my system. They have not completely figured out how to make me identify every single piece of garbage. As you see, I was a nanny bot prior, so there are still a lot of bugs. But I can't tell you.
Sighs and goes like, "All right, override authorization NF513 MB15." And he's kind of like stare at you for a second.
She kind of nods and starts turning very robotically and walking off in a very robotic
No,
sense.
wait, that's not. Is the override they're not supposed to.
Malfunction.
Starts walking away.
One of them tries to like grab your shoulder. Cricket.
She will continue walking. If he wants to keep trying to like pulling her big ass, she
Yeah.
can continue.
Yeah, give me a strength and athletics check.
Okay. She's kind of panicking a little bit. Strength and athletics. Let's see. Athletics and strength. Do I have anything on that? Let me just check. No. Trois.
2. The enforcer grabs you and you start kind of just walking. You drag him for a good like 6 feet before he trips over the trash can and hits the ground. As the enforcer goes like, "Shit, everyone, do not panic. Rogue mech. People start screaming.
Give me your babies. I will look after them.
That makes it a million times worth as like the families that grab their babies and start swarming the door to the elevator.
Oh my god.
The enforcers to me, they grab the thing and they start calling like some sort of like tech support to like someone come disable this mech. Nora, give me a strength or endurance and athletics check to see if these start catching up to you.
My strength is better. I don't think I have advantages on athletics. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh no.
do this, but
I kind of.
Oh my god.
Damn.
How?
Damn. How are they roll so high? I wonder if they like changed the algorithm or something.
which way are you going, Nora?
I'm kind of like, I don't know if there's a bunch of cars out here. I'm just weaving between cars, and like I get to the other side of a car and like kind of do the dance with them, you know.
There's a few cars. There's not a lot, so you can definitely do that a couple times. But which
Yeah.
direction? You still need to pick a direction to move overall. Are you going towards Cricket? Are you going towards the van? Are you going towards one of the little side streets?
I was actually hoping I could take them down one of those side streets and knock them out and leave them there.
Yeah, you can start going one of the side streets.
No, yeah, I guess just the same direction I was going. Or what? Actually, because it would be harder for the enforcers to see her over here, right?
Where?
Like, if
Yeah,
she
it
went-
would be.
Yeah, she'll go that direction.
So you do the
I
thing where
think.
you kind of like jump over a car and you kind of like just do the
Parkour.
thing. You kind of like do the thing where you're gonna go left, right, and just like you confuse the Broga completely, who just kind of like starts falling behind. This girl though, just running goes like, wait, why are we chasing her? He was like, we think she's the bounty. Oh shit! And she kind of she's gonna
Fucking
try
chaos.
to kick your leg from under you. Give me an endurance and fortitude check.
Oh no.
You got this. You got this.
I don't know if I do. Oh shit.
You stumble forward, almost fall to the ground. You roll and stand up and keep running, but they are very much gaining on you. Val, you see as Nora is starting to disappear towards this north, the crowd just kind of parts. Do you just give Val a thumbs up?
Thumbs up, just real quick.
With how like tumultuous the crowd is right now from Cricket's thing, how loud would a dart gun sound?
Dargans are silenced as they are, so even in like not the chaos that's kind of happening currently, they're very quiet.
When one of them is passing by, would I have a chance to? Would I have a chance to try to sleep dart one of them?
Yeah, give me a shot.
Okay.
Which one are you trying to hit? I said this. I got them backwards. The Broga's back here. The skid is the one that caught up to you.
I guess the Baroga, because that's the only one I'd be able to
Shoot.
take a shot at in range. Okay.
Yeah, give me a check.
Do I get advantage for flanking?
Yeah, he doesn't know that you're,
Is that a +2 then? Or just a +1?
Just a +1. Because I mean, he is flanked because he doesn't know you're there. They're both.
Okay. 4.
Nice.
That is very much a hit. What does he have to roll for the sleep?
Oh shit. Val takes out the instruction packet on the sleep darts.
Oh my god.
It says, joke with your friends.
Talk to your position before use.
From Spencer's Gifts.
Stun 2, knockout 2.
All right, so he's gonna roll against stun first. He's stunned, as he kind of stops, and this gives him a disadvantage on a knockout.
E.
Oof.
He is
Made
not knocked out. He goes, stops a little bit like a stunned buffalo, just like stumbles forward, but he kind of grabs like his back and just pulls it out of his ass, and he's kind of like looking around. He stops chasing Nora for a sec. Wyatt, you are heading up a second flight of stairs now to a small side apartment here. Then you end up around here, overlooking everything. As the door to the apartment opens, you see that there's like a living room here. There's like couches, there's trash in the ground, there's like a little kitchenette with like a bunch of like mountains of old takeout food containers. There's sitting space for like maybe a dozen people, if not more, but there's only 2 people here. As the door opens, you see another large man. This one has like a little bit of like a scraggly beard, darker skin, short hair balding on top, muscular, similar kind of like blue armor with stripes, and a shorter coat, and a like fully shaved head, like kid, scraggly guy just looking out the window. You see a pistol holster and like a blade like on his back, like stuck in the back of the pants. Just kind of like looking at the window, sleeveless shirt. Essentially another brogue and another skit.
More.
He steps in. He goes like, Hewitt steps in, like expecting to follow. I would say at this point there's about 20 seconds left on Spectre's invisibility. You cross this living room, and go into an office. What was probably a small bedroom or actually a proper office. There is like a simple like a metal desk. There's another window that also overlooks the crowd that's kind of like screaming. Hewitt goes like, "What the hell is going on out there? I swear to boy, I usually have more people to handle these things, but there was an emergency like a couple levels up, and a dozen of my people got removed today. They should be back in a few hours. Probably soon enough to do whatever job you want me to do." He kind of goes around, sits down on the chair on the desk. What do you want, Val? What do you want Spectre to do with 20 seconds of invisibility left coming into this office?
First, before that, with the Broga's knockout thing, is it supposed to be major disadvantage if they're stunned rather than regular?
Does it say that?
Yes, if the target is stunned, they have major disadvantage.
All right, I'm gonna roll again with major.
Yeah.
He
Very nice.
just rolls down and just goes to sleep.
Nice. Val closes the instruction manual. Just as foretold.
Good night, sweet prince.
Val will look back to Spectre's video feed. He's gonna see Hewitt sit down. He's gonna park Spectre right behind Hewitt's chair.
Right behind Hewitt's chair. All right.
Yeah.
Just in case the invisibility goes out.
Yeah, and then Val is going to be a risk comm to say to Wyatt, "Be advised, Spectre's behind the bogey."
So this office is a separate room from where that bruiser was, right? The other Brug.
There's the desk, chair. This is more or less the layout of this apartment.
Okay, cool.
You have Hewitt sits here. Spectre goes right behind him, sits down. Second Broga sitting here. Door is open though.
Okay, I'll just kind of like slowly close the door because I don't know. Our business being discussed or heard by anybody?
Give me a deception check.
Wyatt's taking his time.
I'll slam the door.
Slam!
You want to slam it, or give me a deception
Nah,
check?
I mean, I'll just kind of close it. It's not a hard slam, but it's not like a slow, take my time thing. Okay. 2.
Hewitt goes like, as you started closing the door, and was like, "You're right. Business should be kept quiet, boy. Quiet business, loud statements." He pulls out a heavy shotgun and lays it on the couch on the desk.
Of course.
Barrel aimed towards you, long blade at the end of the shotgun that almost hits your crotch. As he kind of leans back and grins, the door is closed.
Cool.
There's a window behind you, and you hear screaming as someone's going like, "Give me your babies!"
All right. I'll go to as I'm talking, I'm gonna kind of just like run my fingers over the gun, just kind of admiring it. Just like, this is a pretty nice gun, and I'm gonna attune to it actually.
Mine.
A sneak check with this is sleight of hand.
That's very clever.
I love it.
I'm gonna make a perception check for Hewitt.
Only a 1. Can I get
Roll
an
bad, roll
extra
bad.
dice? That's good.
Did you use the command die that Valestina gave you?
I already used it. Yeah.
I can give you another one, I think.
Is this a test to hide or move quietly?
I would say, yeah, I can give you that.
It's probably not gonna matter, but I'll take it. Oh, it worked! Let's see if it works.
He kind of like sees you doing this. You manage to link to bind to the gun as he kind of pulls the gun back a little bit and goes like, all right, enough playing.
Right.
What is that you need this for?
Before I say thank you, I need to know that I'm not gonna get any trouble from Dirk or the society, right?
Kind of like smirks. With that, we're gonna cut to Joke. Joke, give me a datacraft and an intelligence test as you.
I sent all his credits, all of them.
Priorities. This is accessing computers and information systems,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
2.
2. You scan really quickly. You bring your rig up as you're watching Nora run. You're watching Cricket chase a crowd of people who are kind of moving like just closer and closer to the edge of the
Not exactly
like,
the most discreet situation.
the enforcers are trying to figure out what to do. They're mostly calling because so you gather, Joke, that right enough. The enforcers are more worried about them damaging city property and it being deducted from their paycheck
Yeah.
than Cricket pushing all these people off the side of the mega block. So by Cricket pretending to be city property, she's actually shielded herself from the SMGs.
Oh my fucking. Perfect.
So they are calling tech support right now, and a shuttle seems to be on its way.
So they're basically just going to stand there and watch Cricket so that they can point the maintenance guy to her when he shows up. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Okay.
So you kind of just scan very quickly through your data pad as to your rig. You do find an access board, and Waya, you do see there is a terminal on Hewitt's desk that you see a little light starts like blinking a terminal as the terminal turns on, but the screen doesn't. But Joke, it is secured.
Okay. I have Open Sesame.
You fire off the ECM.
Yes.
Not well secured enough to get through Open Sesame. The thing opens. Joe, give me a real quick investigation check with intelligence.
Yeah. Would I still get computers and information systems?
Yes.
Nice. 4. That's what I like to see.
That is really
Yes.
good. As chaos erupts, Valestina shoots a guy in the ass. He falls asleep on the road. Like a bunch of people, like Nora runs down, like almost knocks down a little Turkish coffee type stand thing. As this kid kind of like just chases after, not noticing that her friend just kind of tumbled to the ground. A few people immediately kind of like start moving around this guy. And it's like, what happened? It's you okay? Shit. Oh crap. Wait. And then they start taking his stuff.
Oh no.
Oh, capital
Body
never
to
change.
Shit.
Leave the dart.
You-
Take the goods.
Yeah, that is empty, unfortunately. Maybe there's a little bit in there that someone's gonna huff.
Oh no, gross.
You download like just you're kind of looking through a bunch of stuff like subscriptions to like porn Netsphere sites. There's a lot of pictures of this guy shirtless with his shotgun.
Oh no. He's
But
one of
more
those.
importantly, there is a log. So, Joke, those little protection payments that Hewitt was taking from like the families and stuff like that,
Right.
a cut goes to Durek.
Okay. So those are part of Durek's.
Those are
racket.
fine because those families are not paying for protection until then.
Right.
But there's a couple large payments over the last month. One from the day before yesterday, where for some reason the percentage that like this sort of spreadsheet had, it automatically calculates a percentage on the side that goes to Durek. This one is set to 0%, and it is about like 750 credits, which is big for an operation like this.
I'll copy that. I'll copy the document into my rig.
You gather, for anyone who knows how this works, this is pretty damning. Wyatt, what are you doing?
I just said I don't want to get bit by the society. So, can you guarantee that won't happen?
Hewitt kind of like scratches his chin. At this point, you see Spectre becomes visible. Hewitt does not see him because he's directly behind his chair.
I'll
And the door is closed.
start walking around this way, just leaning on the
The
desk.
other way, all right. Hewitt goes like, "Listen, I do shifts when I'm off. Me and my crew, we can take other contracts. Drake doesn't mind, as long as it doesn't like conflict, with my regular job. And if it does conflict with my regular job, conflict of interest, that kind of stuff, it gets a little bit more expensive. But I should be able to keep you off the radar."
Okay, good. That's all I wanted to hear. How much more expensive are we talking here? I'm kind of just pacing back and forth as.
Give me a performance check or deception check, so he doesn't notice that you're trying to get behind him.
Hold on. I don't think they're about the same. 4.
Or he does not notice. In fact, you can put your arm in his shoulder and stand like almost completely behind you as he scratches his little beard and goes like, "Standard rate 750, but depending on the kind of job you want me to do, that can always go up."
I'm gonna do a takedown maneuver.
Oh my god. This
With
man
my
is gonna outstrength you.
All right, there's a takedown against Hewitt as you bring the garrote out.
Yeah.
I believe.
I don't know how this works.
Yeah,
It's like strength and grapple or something.
Does Wyatt need to take out the instruction manual on the garrote first?
yeah, let me take that out real quick.
takedown. So this is the number of steps.
Oh, dex and grapple.
The
This is
girl-
going to be 2 checks. These are going to be 2 tests,
Okay.
or 2 like little skill challenges things, because he does have a security force. The first one is going to be to knock him out. The second one is going to be to get him out.
Okay.
Does Wyatt also get a flanking bonus with Spectre right there?
Takedowns work a little bit different. It's pretty much a skill. It's like a mini skill challenge.
Okay.
Let me look at the difficulty for this. Starting at 4.
So the Garou gives me major advantage.
All right. Let me see how many.
I feel like he's not hostile. Is he distrustful of me?
Yeah, I don't think he trusts you, but he's not. But he's not hostile. I'll say yeah. He's not wounded. He's not alone. He is geared for combat.
He's alone in this room.
And
people-
technically,
but-
Wyatt owns his gun now.
We're gonna put this at 3.
Okay.
Oof.
Do you want command dice?
I would love a command dice.
In fact,
So,
take 2.
I'm gonna say, this is gonna be the first little mini challenge. Is gonna be 1 test to get the garrote on his neck.
Okay.
Second test to knock him out. Third test to prevent him from making noise.
Oh my god, there's 3 tests.
What do you want
We're
for the
doing a
first one?
full-on takedown. It's a lot.
Like
Remember?
any skill challenge, you cannot use the same test more than the same skill and ability more than one. Spectre can take a turn because he is there.
Okay.
Do you want all the command dice now, or do you want to spread it out?
I mean, you only have like 2 left, right?
Yes.
Okay.
2.
Yeah, I mean, you can give them all to me now, and I'll just divvy them out on this
Yeah.
test.
Yeah, that works. Go for it.
Okay, what's the first test? What am I just choose.
What do you want? What do you want to roll? This is to get the roll around him. This is like a skill challenge that we've done before. I'm just giving you the situation. You pick what you want to roll.
Okay, I'll just do Dex and would evasion work? Like I'm just trying to avoid his hands so I can get it around his neck?
Dex and evasion for this. I say maybe more like Dex and sneak or Dex and strike if you want for this.
What about Dex and grapple?
Or Dex and grapple, whichever one of those. Yeah, that also would.
Grapple's not good. I'll
do Dex and sneak.
Dex and strike, I guess, works.
All right.
Also, when Val is doing the command dice advice, she's doing like the Sherlock Holmes, like Robert Downey Jr., like analyzing like solar plexus, discombobulate.
At any point, you can add a +2 from your garrote.
Okay.
But it's only once during the challenge.
Each one of these challenges is a difficulty 3?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'll do 1 advantage on this one.
All right.
3.
Oh,
3, you get the garrote on his neck and just pull. He like tries to reach for it. Now give me one to actually knock him unconscious.
Okay. Let's do a.
Spectre can also take a test at some point if you want to.
Wait, what was that?
Spectre is also part of this, so Spectre can help Wyatt or he can take a test.
Oh.
Spectre can just put his little paws over Hewitt's mouth.
Just put his paw in his mouth. Sneak on this one, I guess.
Yeah.
Can Spectre help every test or just like one?
He could help every test because there's only 2 of them, so it's not like in other challenges where there's several of you and you have to take turns. You know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do my other dice on this one. Wait, are you
Alright.
helping on this one?
Yeah. So this is sneak, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Spectre will kind of just use one of his paws and just knock aside Hewitt's keyboard so he can't like clickety clack or just make any noise.
All right.
Just stand in front of him and do the stick bug dance and scare the shit out of him. And he just blacked out.
So what does that give me? Just 1 bonus from Spectre? too?
Spectre's help is 1 bonus. Yes.
Okay, so it's an advantage of 2. Right.
Strong.
Wait, with a sneak, is this a test to move quietly?
I would say yes if you're trying not to like just do this quietly without anyone noticing. Yes.
It's not a sleight of hand, though, right?
No, the first one
The
would have been.
last one would have been, yeah.
Oh, I would have. Never mind.
Now,
Oh,
if
it
you
doesn't
want to
matter.
like
That's
have
easy.
used that advantage, and I can like let you undo the fact that you used that advantage in the previous one.
Use a
On
command
your
die.
garage.
It's okay. I fucked up. It's fine. I'll just like whisper at his ear, like, "You fucked up, crossing Durek like this. God damn it!"
You say that he brings his foot up. Spectre pushes the keyboard out. The shotgun's still on the desk. As he kicks down with his heel, the shotgun goes off. Joker,
Oh, no.
immediately above you, you hear
God damn
and
it!
the window shatters as people like scream, and now the enforcers look up and start running towards Hewitt's office.
Okay.
You
I was wondering if that was going to be initiative, but yeah, that's fine.
you have one more test. You've succeeded on 1. You fail on 1. It's this one's the one that matters. This is the one to knock him out. What are you rolling?
Let's do. I don't think I can do performance, right?
I mean, if you tell me how you'd be using it.
Like nobody's looking at us yet, right?
No one's looking at here. You do hear like someone go like, "What the fuck?" outside, and they're probably heading for the door right now.
Could I use like a performance to like intimidate him and like by saying like I'm here with Durek, maybe he'll
Not fight as much.
he'll like, realize he did fuck up and
Tell you what, use a performance with charisma. See how it
Spectre
goes.
assists by making menacing robot dog noises.
Spectre kind of gets on the desk, and just like face to face with him.
okay. So this is I'm gonna use the grope for this one. So it's a +2 already. I think that's all. Fuck!
Spectre stands up. Here goes.
I didn't have a drink or anything, right?
Like turn, like just manages to get his hands to the road and leans forward, and while you fly up and you fall on your back on a desk, right next to Spectre, as Hewitt reaches for the gun and lifts it up, aims it at you, and that's where we're gonna wrap up for tonight.
Ah!